Testing. Hey, welcome to the chat, everyone. How is it going tonight? First stream for this week. Haven't really done it for a little while. I have just got my screens back from my office, so I've moved my webcam around. So, oh god, what's going on with this chat here? There we go. It seems to have moved off the spot on the screen there. So I've had to move my webcam around, so you'll see a different angle of myself. But yes, that was a daring raid last night. We went up in the dead of night. Stole my screens. They were not stealing, I was allowed to take them, and they're also mine, and yeah, but still, so it's all a little bit different. But yes, anyway, so welcome back to the stream. We will be building some more houses tonight, just to chill and see what's going on. How is everyone doing, actually? Because I think, when was my last stream? Was it Monday? Must have been Monday. So anyway, what we got? Who we got on the chat? So we've got Harvey, we've got Popeye, we've got Zio. Welcome back, boys. It's been a little while. So should we get started? I don't really know what I'm doing tonight, but as always, we'll do something. But yes, anyway, I've set up the stream a little bit differently now. So I've put the camera on the right-hand side, left-hand side. I'm very bad at this. Let's get going. Let's get going. But yeah, so I've set all that up nicely now. I think it looks a bit smarter up there, but it's now up high, so I have to squint and look up to come see you guys. But I think it looks alright. And then, yeah, got two same size big screens here. I think they're both 24 inches. I'm not going to move the camera around because it's actually precariously placed on a lighting fixture. But yeah, thank you. This is this is a good little light. I like this. Hiding them double chins. Yeah, I know. Well, I've managed to lose them double chins a long time ago now, so we all good. But yes, so what was I going to say? Yes, last week I had a week off, and I ended up not really building on the server. As probably most of you have watched already, I ended up building on a little project, a little side project. Should we start by having a little look at that? I mean, most of you have seen the video, and I've just been moaning about it all day in Discord anyway, but here we go. Have a little look at this. New camera angle is damn. Yeah, I think it looks good now. It looks really a bit more professional. Start with a sub. Start with a sub. What? Who's just subbed? Have you streamed in the last week, or have I just missed it? I only streamed last Monday, so I was doing this all week. So you guys have probably seen the video. I had so much fun building this. Now this building here is that really old one I was actually like getting better doing up. You can see the complete difference between what blocks I want to use now and the ones over here. Oh, 3 months of streaming. Wow. Of subbing. That's amazing. Thanks, Popeye. That is good. That's a good way to start the stream off. But yeah, so this is the final video building I showed off in that video, and I really do need to finish it at some point. It's meant to be in Whiteburg. It's meant to be the Parliament building of Whiteburg, actually, or at least one of them. And it's something I started about 5 years ago, and it just needs fixing up a bit more. But I think I'll get around to that at some point. I wanted to do the whole thing ready for the video, but this took me about a day just to do this corner and try and figure out what was wrong with it and actually build up the rest of that. So it took a lot longer. But yeah, and then everything here also took quite an abrupt ending to the rail. Yes, I know it is. It just suddenly goes off and disappears into nothingness, which is a bit weird, I know. But yeah, this is all looking quite good. Explains apartment spam on Discord. Yeah, it does a little bit. Hello, yes, welcome to the stream. Good evening, everyone. But this is quite an interesting one. So this is a Queen Anne style UK sort of townhouse. Never really built in it before, but I think it looks quite fancy. Especially these sort of gabled ends up here. These sort of Dutch gables. I'm terrible at them, but in the end, I really like how that turned out. There was no... I didn't use a reference picture for that. I used like its description and a little sketch from the books I was sort of talking about. Ostis? I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you for following. And then we get round to obviously probably one of the main articles of the video that everyone seems to love. And I've just posted it on Instagram and it's blowing up on there quite nicely, so that's all good. How are you doing today? I'm doing good, thanks. Yes, welcome to the stream. It's nice to have a few faces in. But yes, I need to do a tutorial on this at some point. It's Norwegian, hard to pronounce. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Is it Ostis? It looks like it just says east in Latin, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this has been fun, and what I managed to do was actually use the sort of setup I had for my canal in that video in order to create this canal. So I kind of wish I made a time lapse for all of this, because it was a full-on project, as you can see here. Like putting in these little verges and different sort of gardens, I thought was quite fun. It would be pronounced as cheese in English. Oh, okay. Cheesy cheese, right. That doesn't sound very pleasant, but yeah. So, yeah, I thought I'd just give you guys a quick little gander at this, as I was so happy and so proud of it. This building here is probably my favourite out of all of it. I know it's probably the most basic one, but the bone blocks work so well. The quartz works so well. It's Regency. It would just look so good on Dock Lane. We're already getting to that point of the evening where Dock Lane is just already being mentioned, and oh, look at this. This is Dock Lane, but not Dock Lane? What's going on here? Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's in the good light as well. Oh man. Oh, okay. Oh, that's too much for me to handle. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, it is. It's quite a subtle difference, isn't it? And the fact that this texture pack has the sort of darker railings really help pop. They really do. But yeah, this building I think looks great, and I'm going to definitely add it to Sutton when I get around to building that, because it's just perfect for that sort of seaside town look. But oh man. That's a proper bite down hard into my lip sort of feeling that. But the rest of Dock Lane looks so good just sitting here. It's Dock Lane but evolved. Yes, it is. Really enjoyed that video. Excellent. I really loved making it for you guys. It was actually so much fun to do. It's just yeah, it's a hard one to try and market. Oh, have you seen that? So when I was doing this sort of section of the video, I got to here and I made a terrible joke about, oh, I only rate this 5 out of 10 on the circle scale. And then I wanted to say, because it only raises a semi, but I think that was a little bit too far to say, so I edited that out. I then tried to do a joke about, oh, have you seen that? But then I thought that might really throw people off, and it would be like a Star Wars in the cave on Dagobah sort of scene where everything falls dead and no one has any idea what's going on. And then I sort of just, I carried on rolling with that whole, this is only 5 out of 10 on the circle scale because it's only a semi. And then I went, that still doesn't sound right, I can't say that, so I just ended up calling it a semicircle, and the whole joke was ruined. It was quite a sad week for me. It was just sitting here building this, trying to think of jokes and ways of making it look fun. But this is, I named it Romsey Square, because I was in Romsey the day I built this. And I think this is actually probably the best way of showing off a Georgian townhouse row. Just look at them. I know they're basic, they're literally just brick and quartz, but everything about that is good. The experience you have in the style is incredible. I just get so inspired when I look at your builds. I'm sorry, that's a terrible joke. I had to stop watching for a minute to have a good chuckle. Well, it's exactly that, but I didn't want to use it in the video because the video needs to be a bit more family friendly, exactly. But yeah, the iron trapdoor texture, I think this week we're going to release the texture pack. Now, I'm still deciding whether to do it on Patreon or just do it like as a media file or whatever it is, download. The only reason I want to do it on Patreon is because it would be like tier 1, like $1 or something on there. And it would just be a way for us to control who has it in that sense, so it doesn't just get flooded everywhere and people just take it and start, It's a nice way for people who actually want to use it and want to support the channel a little bit to do so. But I'm not in it for the money at all. But the coffee fund is running a bit dry. The coffee is sort of being drunk over here, and I think we are going to put it on the Patreon on the low tier 1 and just go from there, because people will want to come and get it, and it will be a good way of keeping it sort of going, and it will give us an incentive to keep it up to date, make it look nice, and try and get some little other details in there. Cool. I'm happy you guys are all not going money grabber, so that is always quite a nice one to do. So here is, now I never named this street, which is really odd for me, but it's because there was so much going on through it. I couldn't think of like one name for it. So if you guys think of a name for this place, then let me know. Also, I started using some like non-broadleaf trees, which is very, very not me. But yeah, so anyway, that's this. This isn't anything we're doing tonight. I just couldn't stop thinking about it. Are those pine tree schematics on the server? Yes, they are. Oh. Ooh. I don't think they are. And I'll give you a reason why. This is my single player world. Are they on the server? No, they're not. I think it's the Douglas firs. Unless the Douglas firs are on there. Let's have a look. Clipboard minus A and O, or O and A, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the Douglas firs, I think they're on the server. I'm not sure. Not too sure. We shall go have a look. Oops, I sidetracked you. No, it's fine. Mismatched row. Oh, that's a good idea. Or, yeah, Admiral's row, Captain's row. I don't know, something like that. Not that I'm going to use it, but it's just fun when people steal it. And yeah, exactly. What's this? Truth for Corbett? Nothing's happened to Corbett. I mean, oh, we've moved. I forgot I left the camera up there on this screen. Oh, okay. But actually, that makes more sense to do that. So, something's happened in Corbett apparently, and people are screaming about it. I see an unfinished St. Peter's Basilica, and that's about it. I don't know what you guys are on about. There's nothing going on there. But what is going on tonight is we're going to put a house in this plot here. So I think it's time to get started. Also, for the first time ever, I've joined my own Discord chat for like the actual voice chat. In just for the mayors or just for the guys who are building on the server. So it's kind of the idea of people could be, you know, jumping in at some point maybe and just screaming at us. But they're only the builders, so it should be a bit more controlled than just any Tom, Dick and Harry coming in. What's this? No school yet. Who goes to school? I mean, it could become a stream thing because I kind of like the idea of interacting with our community a bit more. It would make it a little bit stronger. That's quite the hard road to ride along. No school built yet. No. So we're I looked at myself then thinking I didn't know what I was doing with that. Oh god, this needs to go. I keep forgetting about this. No, what's happening with the school is I'm going to build up round to it. Honestly, this project is growing arms, legs, and the back, and it kind of needs to finish soon because I've got some little side projects I want to start and get going on. I want to do some smaller stuff where I can actually, you know, bash out 3 episodes in a couple of weeks and then just go, oh, we're done. Because yeah, it takes a long time to do something like this. And Walhampton, so I had a look on YouTube today. This video I made to do the town hall, the town square, was over a year ago now, which is crazy when you think about it. To think this is where it all started. Well, it didn't start over there, but this is where the first spoken time lapse started. And from here we managed to, you know, build all of this. And it's just like, wow, okay, that is crazy. But yeah, so how is audio levels tonight? Is everything sounding okay? The music all good? I haven't really changed anything, but yes, it should be okay. It should be the same. Right, well, here we are back on Waterloo Road. All good, perfect stuff. Lovely stuff. But yeah, so this is where we got to last week. Did the gardens. I'm not sure about all of this. I'm not too keen on this birch everywhere, so I'm gonna probably get rid of that. Speed 1. So anyway, let me show you what, before we get sidetracked again. Ooh, we're back up there again. Ooh, that's the wrong screen. Is that coming through on Chrome yet? Hang on. Need to quickly video capture. So let's change that to, there we go. So, if you could guess, it's definitely another double bayed house, as we like to do on this server. I didn't realise it was another double bayed. Yeah, so what I'm going to be building, it's got quite a lot on the side, I think, is this house here. It's a bit different because it hasn't got the hipped roof. It's got a bit more of a gabled roof on that side, and these bays are slightly different. This is going to go on this corner here. I might build you a jungle with terraces in my town. I really like them. Well, yes. I mean, as long as you don't claim they're yours, I think that's fine. I am tempted to do a tutorial on those because they are quite a nice little sort of terraced idea, as opposed to big imposing terraces that I like to do quite a lot of. So, yeah, possibly you'll see those soon. But yeah, on this corner, we're going to be doing this old housey here, which is quite different to the other double bays down there. I didn't realise they were all more double bayed houses. Let me get my mood board back up again. I think I showed you guys this before. I can't remember. How do I get back to it? Oh, here we go. I did show it to you before. So my mood board contains all sorts of buildings and ideas for stuff and things to build along this road. Or does it? No, it does. Did I not save any of those big buildings that I like to look of? Yeah, ones like this. Big, older, later Victorian builds. Or even things like this and that with a big bay or big tower on it. This one here, bay and square bay. Oh, ooh, what's this one? Yes, these ones. So these, if you were watching last week's video, you understand that these are more Edwardian than they are Victorian, but they're still Victorian because they're sort of on the turn. I would say probably 1890s for these ones. They would look really nice somewhere. We got to build them. Looks my Pinterest or my Insta saves. Yes, my Pinterest is like overflowing. I haven't got my phone here. So It's overflowing with like stuff, images I've saved and done. So yeah, let's build that before I sidetrack myself too much. But yeah, that view is fire. Well, thank you. That's very nice. It's on a single player world. I don't claim anything, so it's all good. Okay, no bother. Right. Yes. When do we get started with this? I guess we should probably get the road in. Oh yeah, this is where we were last time. If you guys remember, we built this skewed bridge. Yeah, I think you were here, Zoological. I do think you were here, because you were just chilling about while I was having a breakdown, talking about what were we talking about? It was something to do with bridges and how Victorians just love bricks, and I don't know. I'm making that up on the spot. Do not listen to me about that. But yeah, so what I was having a big old breakdown about today on Twitter was my video did well. My video did well, and I'm very happy with it. But I'm not happy with it at the same time because it's fallen off the radar, so to speak. Like, YouTube has this thing where it like promotes your new video for a couple of days, and then if it hasn't hit the correct sort of accumulation of stuff in the algorithm, it just drops it, and it may pick up again later on in the searches. If not, then you've screwed it really. So what's happened is it was doing well, really well. It got like 1,000 views in a day, which is for me amazing. I don't ever really get that. But what happened was, once the stats all came through from today, I realised it was never going to go any higher than that really, because it got to the point where it was the retention had the horrible instant drop off, and that's what kills anyone's video really getting recommended, unfortunately. It is what it is. So I put out a post on Twitter just asking about it. I believe the breakdown conversation was about bricks and the argument over where to put famous townsmen's busts. Oh yeah, you were like, oh yeah, you should put a big old statue in there. I'm like, we're not having a statue in the garden of this house. Yeah, I remember that now. Because I wasn't listening to what you guys were talking about. I was just too busy rambling on. But anyway, rambling on again, I got to the point where, you know, I asked a question on Twitter, and the answer was pretty much, I don't like shaders. There was something else. Oh yeah, you didn't. This isn't a tutorial. It looked like it was meant to be a tutorial, but it's not. And I was like, no, it's not. It's a guide. Anyway, so I had my usual Tuesday afternoon / morning breakdown, and I think I've come out a better man. I've got a clearer picture now again of what I want. I did actually change the video's name as well, because I think I had it named as Minecraft Building Guide, and I think that was confusing people, thinking it was going to be a guide about buildings rather than a building guide. The English language is too ambiguous sometimes. Get it all out. But yeah, no, it's good. It is good. People have such little taste in it. It hurts me. Yes. So anyway, long story short, I'm happy now that my video did well, and I want to take to this stream and discuss it quickly before we get into the depths of actually building tonight. I don't actually know what video I'm going to make for this weekend at all, so there probably won't be one. No, that's a lie. I'm really tempted to do a tutorial on... We got one round here? You know, this little car I got over here. We all love here. Exactly, yeah. We have to start referencing the design guide rather than a building. Stops the illiterates from crying. Wow, yeah. I think this is the issue. But anyway, I was going to do a tutorial on how to build this car because I think it looks fairly alright to do a tutorial on. But it'd be more like a parody tutorial. I'll do the whole sort of setup of materials list and, you know, this is how you set the base out and all of that, and it'd be like oh, it's a 30-second plop, 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 done. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. When you get nano leaves in the background. Oh yeah, we need some like light up stuff onto walls everywhere. This needs to turn into more of a streaming room than it is at the moment. At the moment, it's not feeling very streamy. Should do a little vehicle pack of tutorials. Yeah, I think so. RGB everywhere. Well, it's what you What you can't see is behind here is like my PC. It's facing away from the desk. It's got all of the lights inside. I would put it on this side of the room, but I kind of like this area to put my drinks. Anyway, so the stream so far has consisted of me removing pieces of birch from a wall, and that's about it. Need to order some foam sounding boards. Oh yes, do they actually work? I mean, I get very close to my mic anyway, so it's not like it reverbs anywhere too much. But yeah. How to make trees? The answer to that is I don't make trees. These aren't my trees. No idea. It looks the part though. It does look the part. So if you guys want to set up a little, little donation pot to get me some of those nano leaves and all other manifestations of RGB lights, then please donate. Ah, the server trees. Yes, the server trees, you know, donated to us by many builders over the years, and also just packs of a Minecraft planet. Exactly, GoFundMe for foam padding. Yeah, that's the one. Right. That looks better. That looks a bit more middle class. Come on, let's get Walhampton done. I'm bored of it now. To put it lightly, I just want to start on this. I've got a lovely country house idea, a little mini series in my head, and we will get round to doing it this side of Christmas, definitely. I feel that time will be on everyone's side, so we'll get round to that, and you'll see how that goes, and then we'll get started on Sutton. But yeah, I'm every day I debate on how I should definitely maybe one day particularly maybe start a survival series, maybe. It's very hesitant, that one. So we'll put a maybe on that one still for now. But it definitely could be a maybe. What am I rambling about? But yes, lights. We could do with some little streaming lights. Yes. But I don't know if any of you guys play the old Pokemon Go's, but it was a community day on Sunday, and we were out having a little hunt. And yeah, I managed to bag myself a shiny Articuno from the raids, and I was very happy with that. People I was with were not so happy with that. But it's a very nice bluebird. I don't know what the rates or the odds are for it, but it was a nice one. How many Porygons though? Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Oh, I did get 3. I did get 3 in the end, didn't I? As you got, how many was it? 30 odd? 40? Was it 40 in the end? Right, which way does that road go now? Okay, this way. But now it's time to actually get into the building section of this stream. 34. Lucky man. Don't know what you want to do with all 34 of those. I think Mr. Professor Oak needs them. Just ground them up, send them back. Was it Willow? I can't remember his name now. He always comes up and tells me to do things. Right, pavement up to about there. This road needs to come back up again. Yeah, okay. So the houses are going to sit along this bit here, and it slopes off back towards there. So the gardens have a little bit of a slope. Now the gardens are going to line up with that there, so there's no houses behind them. I think that'll look quite nice. But yeah, so what do you guys think of the camera being on this left-hand side now? I think it looks so much better. Less intrusive, you might say. Although, you can still see what's going on. I love it. Thank you. Yes, I suddenly went on Twitch. Not that I always go on Twitch much at all. And I was having a look at how the Minecrafters, how the big boys in the job do it, and they seem to put it on this side here in the middle. And I went, all right, I'll do that. Not that up close position to get the full oohs and ahs reactions. Well, we can zoom in if you wish. I mean, it's all up for debate here. So if I go to configure the video, we can always set it so it's a little bit more Oh, or if I type in those, oh dear. Hang on, we gotta go back. I'm awful at this. So I need to get one of those streamer decks as well, because I keep pressing the numpad, which is actually where all my keys are bound to do things. Keyboard cam, could do. I mean, you don't want to see this keyboard. Hello, how is everyone? Good evening. Yes, nice camera angle. Thank you. That's what we're just having a look at now. So 125. Can I actually change it? Oh. Oh, okay. That's as far as it zooms in. It goes from 100 to 400, but it doesn't really change after that much. All the way in. No, we don't want this. Where is a good spot? I think about there. Is that okay? Is that good? 300? I don't think we can get to 300. I mean, I've got to sit down now, but because I'm not moving. If I tilt this at all, can I tilt that up? I can tilt the lens up a bit. Oh. Hey, presto, there we go. I think that's nice and close now. You guys can really see all of this unshaven face. Right. Soundboard. Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean, yeah, the thingy-maboob. Yes. But yeah, so what I'm trying to try out on this stream, I don't know if it's going to happen, if anyone actually wants to join me, is I've jumped into my Discord's builders chat, like the actual voice chat. So if Rayfin, I mean, if you're about, you can always come and jump on in. It's just an idea I'm trying to see if we can get a bit more interaction here, because me talking for 4 hours is okay, but it's not great. Be nice to get a few more people chatting away. Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, yes, no, I wasn't about last week. I took a little bit of a break while I was working on a big project. That's all over and done with now, so I've come back over here to the world of Whiteberg to have another little go at this. Guy need a haircut. That's the main reason I put it all the way over there, is because I look like a mess. I'm definitely not camera ready at the moment. I could, but I'm on a chat in about an hour. Oh, okay. No worries. Nay bother. So what are we doing today? The usual stuff, as in faffing about for a few hours and then calling it a day. No, so I'm going to put a house in on the corner here. We should get that started. We've only been on half an hour, so that's good. We haven't wasted too much time just yet. I could, but I'm a bit too scared. Oh man, I mean, it depends on how. Yeah, I mean, it's a good place to come chat. It's all right. Get your voice on the cameras. No, you don't have to if you don't want to. It is nerve-wracking being up here. I'm not gonna lie. I go through at least 4 pints of water in just pure. No, I don't sweat here. No, that's not an image that anyone needs, and it's not even true. Right, this road here, I don't like it as much, Mr. Frodo. So let's have a look at the map. Yes. It does do a weird thing, doesn't it? It needs to probably go straight at this point and then meet up with that road. Or does it? Okay. I have a bit of an idea. Right, let's do some brushes. BR sphere, I'm going to put 2 and probably 20. Mask the black wall. There we go. Get rid of that. We probably want to do a BR of cylinder as well of 2 and maybe 10. We're not terraforming, don't worry. We're just doing a little bit. But yeah, so I found if I don't stream for about a week, it is really hard to get anyone back over again. Which is fair enough, because everyone's quite, they quickly move on. Abandoned, I hope, once you lose it. So that's fair. So we'll see what happens. That's the same brush. We don't want that. Let's get the iron hoe out. So we'll see. Hopefully people pop on over in a bit. 10. Oh. And then we're going to mask red. So I'm just going to get rid of this road and see what happens when we try and rebuild it. I think last week, the last time I played on here, I fixed the biomes tool, so we can now actually change the biomes of this world, as opposed to just being a hideous colour constantly. Wow, where does this road go to? I didn't put it on Twitter. No, I didn't put it on Twitter. Let me I'll do that in the break. Don't worry. No, we're not gonna stop you guys from watching. I think usually a lot of our viewers come from when someone randomly raids me, and I'm just like, oh, well, it's time for a break. Just leave midway through the raid. It's happened a few times. Not gonna lie, I'm quite bad at that. So I do apologise in advance to anyone if they raid me. And I'm just here like, yeah. Where's that gone? But yeah, I probably should put it on Instagram because I got quite a nice little following on there now. I think we're heading towards 5,000 followers on Instagram, which, you know, for all it is, I just post my crappy builds all day, every day. Make sure people, you know, look at it, ask them a question of, do you want a tutorial? Then never give the tutorial. No, I do give tutorials. It's not that bad. Mask 2, is that going to just wipe out? Yeah, that's too much. It's a very nice Instagram, thank you. Yes, it's a little bit different from the reposting sites and the sort of the questionable building sites, if we can say that. Can we say that? I don't know. Everyone builds well. Don't listen to me. I'm a nobody. Right. This road is probably now ready to replan. So if we look at the map, what I want this road to do is something similar to what we've got going on here. So it's going to come out of here, so it's pretty much that road that comes through, doubles up, and it'll probably just carry on like that as a sweeping curve. And it'll connect into this road here, which also doubles up like that. Cool. Or we have it going up this way, because this is all going to get filled in here. Yeah, we might do that. Yes, I had quite a few buildings. Well, everyone keeps reposting my canal video images. I'm just like, oh, I mean, okay, thank you. It's not the best, but it's quite nice that you guys taken an interest in that. Here, let me come over to your post and say, oh, if you want the tutorial, come over my way. Come find your tutorial. Because what people seem to do when they see a repost is they believe it's the person who posted it, and they ask them for the tutorial. And it's just like, no, it's mine. Don't steal that as well. They probably have. I've probably lost a few videos to people. I just try my best with making them sort of look good, being semi-pro. Also, I've just noticed my Twitch counter is slightly off the screen there. Let me move that over. Teething issues. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Perfect. I wasn't expecting double figures, so that's probably why. Right, so we're going to do a curve of black. Probably set to 0. Right. That's quite the diagonal. It doesn't look bad. Sort of runs parallel to where that was. So what's going to be in here is fields and a bit more forest than that. Oh, it's actually really nice to get back on this world and have another go. It's been a little bit too long in between sessions on here. Yeah, this looks better. A much more natural curve through there. And there. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Nice. Cool, so that means this road here probably... Oh, natural way of progressing this bit, I think, is just to extend it up. Do we want to... Yeah, we need it going up. It's where the main... The county ghoul is. No, it's not. It's where the main workhouse is going to be, so... Have you ever looked at an old map and gone, what's that word there? And it's spelled it's spelled goal. That's the English way of spelling jail. Very odd indeed. And that's the level of my conversation for tonight, where I'm just discussing how jails used to be spelled ghouls. Now, that road carries on straight up through there. What I am tempted to do is undo that. So this can be like a little lane. It's not going to be very thick. It's going to be probably about 5 blocks wide, maybe even 6. Could push to 7. 7 does seem a bit extreme. I didn't even see WBC. I am WBC Builds. I didn't see that MS Builds was online. That's a nice little surprise. Bit like Joff and Jeff. Yeah, a little bit like that. But I have just said Joff and Jeff rather than Jeff and Jeff. But you get what I mean. Ah, MS Builds is back. Oh, he's still here. Nice stuff. I wonder if he's watching the stream. Good evening, sir. Are you watching the stream? Well, no, in about 15 seconds. Right, so we'll take that up to there. That's now a road, a very, very rural back street out of there. But it is how access gets to this lock and the lockkeeper's cottage and all of that. The lockkeeper can live in a cottage or a cupboard if he wants. When his MS Build's not online. Well, we've all been discussing the fact that no one was online this week. It was all very quiet, I think. So hopefully people have come back and it's got a little bit more lively again. Yes, I'm watching. Hey. So there's a little crossroads under here now. So let's do the old switcheroony. Ooh, I like that. Oh, hashtag what? Whoa, that's what? That's quite the funds there. Wow, thank you so much. Wow, I'm utterly shocked. Well, that's very kind of you, whoever's just donated that. That is going to help me get those lights and all other paraphernalia. Wow, the coffee fund will start to grow exponentially now. I'll be on the floor in a fit of jitters in a minute from too much caffeine. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Thank you. Incredible stuff. Coffee fund gang. Yep, exactly. Ah, thank you so much. Now we're going to take a quick break. No, I can't keep taking breaks after something happens. GG's in the chat for that one. Yeah, that's actually that's like genuinely shocked me. Wow. Okay, wow. The coffee fund has overflowed. Yes, it has. The coffee fund beeth overflowed. It is no longer able to be holding any liquid. It is just gushing. There we go. That's the word. It's gushing. Go on, flags in chat. That's it. The new sub emotes are now in chat, so you guys can use those wisely, unwisely, or for any other sort of need. Gonna have an aneurysm for the level of coffee inbound. Yeah, I mean, it caused a migraine the other day, so we're getting close to that level. That was fun. No, it wasn't. When I had my what was it? I had my Monday morning coffee after going for a run. Started hoovering. I was trying to sort out a spider that had bothered me throughout the night, and then I suddenly couldn't see out of my left eye. It suddenly went all twinkly and weird little squiggly lines around the centre. And I was like, right, well, visual migraine, here we go. So I had to lay down for like an hour, and I was like, great, it's a good way to start my week off. I don't know. It just says hashtag streamer fund. So whoever this anonymous donator is, thank you so much. That is genuinely made my night and probably my week. That is crazy. I don't have words to describe my feelings right now. I will show you them in song or in poem. You just reminded me to get online and build. Thank you, sir. Well, get online and build. Yeah, I'm a little bit gobsmacked. That's the word I'm looking for. Interpretive dance for all. Yes, I'm going to do... Have you guys watched Peep Show? I'm going to do a bit of Rainbow Rhythms now. Really let go. Really just Get some bongo drums going and that sort of thing. Oh gosh. It's not very Rainbow's Rhythmly. But yeah, that's great. I'm gonna have a look at some lights in a bit now. That's definitely gonna help pave the way for this stream to be top notch. Ah, Rafen, you've decided to join. Perfect stuff. Well, I've gone brave now, and I've moved across to the actual general chat in my Discord, so don't know what sort of hooligans are going to join now, but if anyone notices I'm there, oh god, that'll be a quick way to end the stream. I watch people stream 100. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy watching this stream 100. Now, how wide is this? It be a convex wide. I did notice on the diamond that Hambridge and Liston are now linked up. Yes, Leiston, that's it. I pronounced it wrong this whole time. MS Build decided to tell me that I've been pronouncing it wrong. Only recently. So, yes, that's not very wide for a main road. I think what will happen now is this will move back to here. And but yeah, so what was quite nice as well over the last week, I think it was Friday, I ended up passing 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. So that's a thing, and that crept up on me so quickly that I didn't know it was happening. Oh, Coffee Gang has just donated $10. Wow, the cuppa will overfloweth. The cuppa will overfloweth, and I'm just yeah, nice build. Thank you. So far it's just a little bit of a road, but yeah, wow, that is again incredible. I'm oh, flags in chat again, boys. I don't know who this mysterious donator is, but we're gonna go for it. Take all the donations tonight. Yeah, it saves setting up the OnlyFans account, I guess. So what I'm doing here is, at this point, the pavement now goes into the road, and the pavement will lose the road once we get out there. Ah, this is amazing. We're so close to getting those lights now. I should put a. Can we put a donation thing? No, donation goal up? I can't remember if we can do that. I don't do it because I'm not one of these people that are just sitting here. The jar. Okay. We'll call it the coffee jar. What does that do when I add it? Ooh. Don't even know where it adds it. Oh, there it is. It's like a little mug. Let's put it over here, and let's turn it into. Can we get a coffee mug? Okay. This is how I like to set up my streams midway through streaming. God, what? Okay. Just tips and donations, yeah. Right, lovely. Well, I think if anything happens, it now goes into that jar, so. Ooh. Okay, that's a fairly interesting little animation. Right, cool. Well, we'll leave it there next to my face so we can see what happens. But we now have a little coffee jar on the go. It might be for, well, I think it's for everything, to be honest. It says here I can do it all. 99 quid. Go for it. Oh yeah, that's just a little test. That wasn't actually a guy called John. He hadn't just hasn't just donated. That was like a widget test. You can test widgets. Look, if I do this now, I'm just gonna spam chat with No, John hasn't actually donated that much. Oh no, that's ruined it now. Somebody actually like do something so that goes away. How do I? There we go. Wow, John. I know. I'm literally. If that was happening, I think the tax man may have to be informed. That was next level. Right. So let's get this little road in. This is going to be a smallish little road. Yes, I award medals to myself. I'm one of those sorts of people that just enjoy giving myself awards. It's like the royal family; they just give themselves awards for being great. Oh, you're now captain of the army. Yes, you're now leader of the armed forces. That sort of thing. Get some flags and chat for John. Yeah, who is this mysterious John guy? We shall call upon John in hours of need for him to donate towards our funding. John, sir, you are a saint. Right, this lane here, we're going to push for 7. We're going to push for 7. I think 7's a comfortable number for myself to handle. I wonder if John would enjoy a 7. He'll be back one day, guys. He's one of those boys that just come and go. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh yeah, Obama giving himself the medal meme. Yes, it's exactly that. Get that meme in chat, guys. Guys? Flags for John. Flags for John. No, they didn't. They didn't leave their name at all. It's just 2 notes of a small contribution to help the streamage. Use it wisely, and cuppeth will overfloweth. So it'd be someone watching said stream. And there is only a few of us in here, so it's like a game of Among Us now. We've got to sort of wonder who the anonymous tipper is. Coffee gang at it again. I know, you're going to give me a heart attack. Literally and metaphorically. Now, I'm hoping to buy this shipment of caffeine from the New World. No, we're not. I need 100 grand to help that fly through. I mean, a bit weird if they weren't watching and just donated. It would be very weird. I would class that as money laundering at that point. If someone just popped up and randomly donated, and it's just like, oh yeah, I don't watch your stream, but you know, here's some money. Use it wisely, but also invest in this company. Anyway, this is me hand building a road. I hope you enjoy, because I'm not feeling the mood to build houses tonight. Yep, he said it. That's what's going to happen. WBC blood money. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a saint. I'm not a saint, and I accept money I accept cash for questions. If you have a question, please send me some money, and I will give you an answer. Whether it's the right answer, wrong answer, or even a answer, you'll still get something in the post in 4 to 8 weeks. Now the starting price for that is $20. This stream has taken a turn to me just asking for money now. Yeah, times are tough. Times are tight. And we do require the money. Someone spend the dollar. I mean, this actually it's very nice, because today I woke up to an email from YouTube saying, "Oi, we sent you money," and I was like, "Oh, it's finally happened." So I finally went over the cap of ad revenue to, you know, for them to actually overspill and give me some bits and bobs of that. So I managed to get my first paycheck from them. So that's lovely. That's quite a nice achievement that I just really hadn't thought about either, because in my mind I'm doing terribly and my videos aren't being watched, but ultimately they are. I had my best day for ad revenue yesterday. I think I earned something like £5 in one day, which is incredible. Until today, where I've earned that much. Too much. A whopping 13p, yes. No, it's actually quite a substantial amount of money, which is very surprising. So I'm very happy with that. All that hard work is somewhat paying off. Videos are being watched. What? I know. It's like actually people watch my videos. Not that I would know, because you know they're all just me pressing F5 constantly over and over again. My finger's pretty worn out from doing it like yesterday when I went up for 1,000 views. So yeah. Yeah, I know, exactly. The dollar, what is that? Is that a toucan? A toucan, right. We need to put a different coloured wool in here to do this. Oh wow, you've got some emotes. Yes, we got actual stream emotes now. For subs, which is lovely stuff. Took a little while for Twitch to actually approve them, which was what we were waiting for. I put them in, it took them 2 weeks to approve them because I think they didn't like them. So now we've got some beautiful emotes, and all is well in the world. This now feels like a proper stream because my face is on the corner as well, and that always looks better. Here's me thinking all of my videos on repeat for hours and hours on end. I feel cheated. Well, I mean, there's probably a few of you who do that, and it kind of helps. I suddenly realised today I haven't put up my last stream yet, which is probably why everyone's a little bit confused as to when I streamed last. My last stream was that place, all of that. So there was something that happened at some point. What is the time? Oh dear. Been rambling for hours. Yes, perfect stuff. This is how I work. I do a bit. I then get up and look around, and then go, yeah, that's good, and carry on doing it. There's no like forethought behind it, or I'm very lazy. I find myself doing it while working as well. I'm just like, I move a couple of lines on CAD and go, right, it's me done for the day. I was told a story from one of the colleagues I work with. He's been working in the firm for 40 years. 40 years. And what was it? He was saying someone one day managed to do a whole 8 hours of absolutely nothing. All he did that day was move 2 lines on CAD. He then went for a sleep in the bathroom. And then he went for lunch for an hour or 2, and then came back and carried on just sitting there at the computer screen. This was back in like the 90s or something as well, so it wasn't like you could just sit there and surf the web and that. What a beast. Exactly, yeah. How's that different for any stream? Oh yeah. I want to shake this man's hand, yep. So he would go into the bathroom and sleep standing up. It was his trait, apparently. Absolute mad lad. I don't know how, for one, how could you not be like bored out of your skull for doing that? And 2, just how did you get away with it? I don't think he worked for much longer after that. I think it was a case of he was fired or done with, or, you know, kicked the bucket. I'm not sure. One of the 2. Hey, this is looking like a proper little road junctions intersection, man. But I'm enjoying hand building. Always makes me feel happier. Sleeping upright, yeah, it is promoted to customer, yes. But yeah, so like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I now have my screens from work. I went up on a daring raid to my office last night. Masks on, that sort of thing. I went and nabbed my screens back from my desk after 6 months of not being there. And I got to tell you, the eeriness in that place was horrendous. So you walk in, nobody about, obviously, and it's perfectly legal to go get the stuff. It's not like I've been stealing it. What it is I've just not decided to do it yet, which doesn't make any sense really, but so 6 months later I go up there, and it is like everything is where it was on the day we were told to work from home, which coincidentally pretty much happened 6 months ago today. And yeah, anyway, and I went in and I was like, right, well, I'm going to pick up my cafetiere, and it still had unwashed coffee in it from 6 months ago, so that's great. But yeah, no, it's all been cleaned, so in the sense of the cleaners have cleaned it at some point. It wasn't mouldy. That's the weird thing, it was not mouldy, so I guess it's where the coffee has been, you know, just evaporated with the hot water, the steam, And where it is like a ground coffee, there's nothing of bacteria living in there, I guess. It's just pure like caffeine and brown. That's what we'll call it now. The cleaner's probably been using it. They do like to steal our biscuits in there. Yeah, it's just really weird. And it was a horrible like feeling when you got up there and looked into the place and went, oh man, I miss it. I don't miss the commute. I don't miss going there every day, but I just miss being in that place. Yeah, it was odd. Caffeine and Brown Fund. That's the better way of calling it coffee. The Caffeine and Brown Fund. That explains the energy levels. Yes, you ate pure caffeine grounds. Yes. It is just pure coffee. There ain't nothing else in there. There is nothing but caffeine. They do look at me funny when I have a white glass there. It's just like, what is that? Oh, it's just caffeine dissolved in a glass with hot water and some brown put in there. Brown food colouring. Or just dirt. Oh man, is this coffee done with? I could do with some more coffee now. No, it's not. It's very cold and very gritty. I tried not to chew as it went down, but yeah, there's some stuck in my mouth now. Wait, what on earth is that? Why does that flag look different? It's got sunglasses on it. Oh man. But anyway, anyone's just joining the stream. Tonight I'm building some roads and we're having a random conversation about coffee. This is not too dissimilar to most conversations we have on here about coffee. Do you drink it? Do you enjoy it? I enjoy it. I enjoy it too much. There's nothing better than a nice cup of ground coffee. I see Carter's just joined. This is quite unnerving. Anyway, you can modify them. Oh my god. That is beautiful. We now have Whiteberg flag with sunglasses on. Coffee, is it? Yes. Always the coffee. So I don't think there's anything in life I crave more than caffeine. I should get some coffee right now. Yeah, you probably should. Now, well, you never know. Sexy gherkin alert. You've never had coffee. I'm saving my caffeine tolerance for... No. What you got to do is build up to it, or else you're never gonna survive. You'll be drinking it by the gallon when you get there, and you won't know what to do with yourself. The jitters will start. Your feet won't sit still. Your jaw might go. God, it's a mess. You're not at university. What? You have to build up to it, yes. You can't go straight in with the coffee. Is this even right? Yeah, it is. At this point, we need to turn that down all the way to Browntown. Can I hop on and discuss this? I mean, yeah. Yeah, I think coffee has been compulsory for a very long time. Ah, Carter, welcome to the voice chat. First person on the stream. How's it going? Is it coming through? Are you talking? I can't hear you.
Oh no, it's just feedback from the stream.
Oh, there we go. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Let me know if it's too loud, guys. I'll always crank him back down. Right, well, Carter, welcome. So you've never had coffee.
I've never had coffee, and I'm proud to say it.
Wow, okay. Is it a personal choice, or is it more of a sort of household choice. This is WBC Streams with coffee chat right now.
Well, I guess the main factor with me not drinking coffee is mostly my parents don't. So,
Oh, okay.
but also, yeah, I don't want a caffeine tolerance. All of my friends cannot get up without a cup of coffee, and I
Really?
don't want that.
I mean, I can get up without coffee, but it kind of doesn't last very long. It's worth definitely partaking in coffee drinking at some point in your life. I think for me it's now it's more of a daily ritual than it is a anything else. So yeah. But yeah, so how's your town going? Have you started building it yet?
Well, I may or may not have deleted most of it.
I mean, you're not the only one by the looks of it. Everyone seems to be having a little bit of a...
No, right now I'm definitely getting started on a new port district. Really rethinking the density of city and the overall planning. So
yeah, I mean, it does take a little bit of a proper plan. Once you get started and committed, it kind of goes out the window.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the main thing that I value about building is getting excited for the end result. And the way I started, I just knew I couldn't finish it. So I figured I'd cut my losses and do something I really care about rather than just getting it done for the sake of doing it.
Yeah, it's exactly. To be honest, that's why I'm building this part of Walhampton. Because it's kind of got to the point of I'm not feeling the rest of it. I don't feel the high street anymore because I messed it up. I don't feel the docks or anything like that because again I didn't forward plan properly and it's a mess. So I've come over to this half and gone, let's terraform it and actually build it properly, and we've finally done that, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I definitely think the another thing for, I mean, a lot of people ask, oh, how big should my town be or whatever. I would say start small, so you can finish a project and feel how it feels to have something done. You can go back as a reference. It's not a loose end in the back of your mind.
No, exactly, and that's the thing. I think that's the issue with it's the issue of myself, which is why I kind of want to start some new ones, because I started this too big, and I didn't really plan it to be anything like this. I mean, I've been working on this town for over a year, like a year and a half now. But yeah, it's really like it's weighing me down now. I need to move on for sure.
Yeah, well, you've definitely been bringing that up. Oh, you are super done with Walhampton right now. But
yeah, but no, I got to finish it. That's the thing. I do have to finish it. Oh my god, I just seen on the die map. We need an answer. What have you just seen? What have I done wrong? What have we done wrong? There's nothing wrong here. This looks good. Oh, you probably aren't looking at that. But yeah, sorry, I was having a look at the chat. What's going on here? So imagine drinking tea. Yes. Oh, don't. Oh, pronounce Carter's town name. So the double L makes a C, doesn't it?
Not for me. I don't pronounce it that way.
How do you pronounce it then? Let's get you on the spot here.
You actually use one too many syllables for my liking.
Okay.
I just say Llewellynwood.
Yeah, but I think it is Llewellynwood.
I think it's your accent, actually.
Well, I mean, maybe. Llewellynwood. That? Is that only two syllables then?
It's kind of like...
Three.
Llewellynwood.
Yeah, but that's still what I said, Llewellynwood. I think it's like a stronger
You have a lot of N in your pronunciation.
Yeah.
So at first I thought you were just doing wrong, but I guess it might be your accent, actually. or
The
my
audacity
accent.
of using all of these syllables. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? This road hasn't stayed the same width. It's Crewellenwood. I don't know if it is Crewellenwood, but it might be, because you never know. No, we're not opening that. Yo, mods, sort it out. But yeah, so that's nice. No, I think we should probably do this a bit more with people just jumping into the chat at some point. Just seeing what's going on. I can recognise that link anywhere. I believe it's probably a Rick roll, so I shall not be opening that link. Let's get this over here. But yeah, so what I'm doing is just trying to get this road in place. I mean, yeah, you don't have to feel like you have to stay in the chat if you don't wish to. I'll probably go for a little break in a bit anyway. But I'll probably be sitting in it all night, so you can, jump back in whenever you wish. Or you just sit here and listen to me rabbling instead of listening to me rabbling 15 seconds later. Whoever knows, but yes. What is going on in our Discord? Why am I getting pinged? Oh, I'm not. It's cool and all, but can you say go, go, go? There we go. So that's the name of the train station, which is... I can't remember what it means in English, but it's something. Is that what you're going to call your next town, Carter?
Yes. No, I'm thinking I will name my town something sane.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's just too valuable for it to not be named that, because I love that you have to say my town's name every once in a while, and you can't.
Never. I'm never going to say that name. It's so hard to pronounce. I can barely pronounce English words half the time, so it's kind of just like, what? Isn't that a place name in Wales? Yes, it is. Yeah. Townwood Simples. Yeah, I can't remember what it stands for. It's pretty like something like small town on the hilly mountainside next to the river or something. But they just went for the literal word of naming it all like that. So yeah, not sure, but still, it's an interesting name. I'm trying to think of the longest sort of English town name, but I can't quite think of it right now. What would it be? Something on the sea. Dark Knight 647. Thank you for the following. Welcome to the stream. Just building some roads. What's this? The Church of St. Mary. Oh, of the Pool of the White Hazels, near the Rapid Whirlpool by the Church of St. Tristro and the Red Cave. Oh, okay. What mad lad would now name that? Yes, exactly. I think that's a drunk monk that probably did that at some point. A drunk monk. I didn't know that rhymed. That took me by surprise then. Right, so that goes into a small little country lane. There'll be a house on that corner there. And what is going to be is, yeah, like that, fam. Okay. But yeah, anyone in chat knows what the longest town name in England is, and it's not London, Popeye. It must be somewhere up north. It is quite long. London is quite long. It is at least 4 letters in it, if not 5. Oh, this is really racking my brain. I swear I should know this for a pub quiz at some point. So that's gone from 3 blocks wide to 4 blocks wide. I don't know how. Because he's not following social distancing. I don't know. You were here last week, Rafen, weren't you? I don't know. Carter's usually modelling as well, but he's...
Yeah, I am right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how, but...
No. Alright, I don't know how either, and I can't do it from where I'm sitting, because I've only got like the Streamlabs app open, so I can only look at the chat. I can't actually edit the chat, so there's no mods in chat. I'm sitting here like with my pants down when someone's written something bad. I'm just like, okay, well that's on screen now for a bit. Alright, we'll build up there, and then we'll leave that, and then we'll try and colour it in. This is not where tonight's episode was going to go, but it is where tonight's episode went.
Aren't you gonna use the new method you came up with instead of hand placing all of this?
No. Is the answer to that, because I forgot about that. So this week last week when I was doing my sort of my street with all the houses along for the timeline video, I implemented my canal schematic and used the technique to copy and paste it along it all, and it worked perfectly. So yes, it works. It works very nicely. It's just a case of I haven't done it here because I forgot about it, and we're too far gone now at this point. Also, I'm really having fun just placing blocks. You know, when you get into that mood, that sort of mindset of just finishing something off. What makes a little bit of survival fun, where you can just sit there and place blocks down until it's done. But it's angles, so I like doing angles by hand. Sutton under Whistleton Cliff. Oh, that sounds quite long and quite fun. Is that a fun name? I don't know. I think Westward Ho is probably the funnest name because it's got an exclamation mark in it. As its official name as well, that's weird. I believe it's the only one in the English speaking world that has an exclamation mark in it. Or a piece of punctuation like that. Don't know. Have you got any exclamation marks in town names in Canada?
Not that I know of, but we have some crazy town names. I mean, the Newfies from Newfoundland and Labrador.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm intrigued.
I'm not going to name all of them on stream.
No, come on. You make me name this Welsh town on stream all the time.
No, probably because you're going to have to edit it out.
Oh, are they a bit rude?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
We have Bacon Cove.
Right.
That's one of them off the top of my head. I mean, they're really they're names that suit the town. We're not very creative here, especially because the original settlers just
named things
didn't
after.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going through the ones I can tell you.
Legally say, yeah.
There is Witless Bay.
Witless Bay, right?
Yep. Doesn't comment on the people at all. Nova Scotia has Balls Creek.
Oh, yeah.
Sober Island. Mushaboom. And there's also Lower and Upper Economy.
Oh, wow. I was just seeing in chat here. So we've got, in the county of Dorset, there is a river called Piddle / I can't remember what its other name was, but the Victorians renamed it and the town to Puddle instead of Piddle because Piddle obviously means, to urinate. So I think it's one of the only rivers in the country to have two names associated to it. They changed it back to Piddle later on because they suddenly went, oh, this is fine now, we can say this word. But yeah, they've got Piddletown or Puddletown. I can't remember what it's called now, but yeah. Yeah, fun fact, for absolutely no reason at all, England has the most tornadoes per square kilometre. That is true, yes. It's pretty breezy here sometimes. Very original. Toronto, yes, you can't say that on the stream or else you get fired. Oh no, I said it.
Well, Quebec actually has a town, the only town in the world with 2 exclamation marks.
Really?
It is Saint Louis du Haha.
What drunk French man named that? Wow. Piddle/Trent, that's it. Yeah, it was called, yeah, the Trent or the Piddle. Crazy Victorians. Moisty Lane. Moisty Lane. Oh, wow. I like that. I like that very much. That's where you get your cakes from. They're very moist down there. That is the only correct way you can describe a Victoria sponge when you bite into it. If it's nothing other than moist, then it's wrong.
Oh boy.
Oh man, this is probably the most English conversation ever. Now, we had a discussion the other day, didn't we? Which I left in a huff because I couldn't be bothered to argue about scones and what were biscuits.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Sorry.
The picture you posted were not scones as I know them.
Also, we won't talk about the pronunciation of scone.
It's scone because I'm not one of those people that say scone. Okay, guys in chat, how do you say scone? Because it's definitely not scone, unless you're Mary Berry on Great British Bake Off. I say scone down here, love. I know. Yeah, it's weird actually because we say bath instead of bath. If you go up north, they say bath and grass. We say grass and bath down here. But we do say scone. No, scone. Not scone. Scone. Yeah, exactly. Scone. Skin. Scone as in gone. Scone as in gone. Yeah, that's it. Not scone as in gone. What sort of English is that? Scone as in gone. Yep. Scone as in gone. Scorn. Didn't you have this like 100 hurricanes in Texas this year? Yeah, but we still have more here because we're the best music. Now, you're probably the most likable Southerners because you pronounce scone right. Yeah, I think it's because the Hampshire accent is pretty much part of the West Country accent, which don't pronounce it as scone either. It's only those people from Sussex. And you pronounce it bath, not bath. I'm from Northern. I'm a Northerner, you know, and you pronounce it bath, not bath. Okay. Yeah. Where is it in the country they pronounce it bath then? Is that not further north? I know we obviously down here pronounce it bath. I'm just gonna take a bath. Bath, not bath. Oh yeah, Gloucester sort of does. Oh yeah. Well, I class Gloucester as. I think that's Midlands, isn't it? Or would it be? I guess it would be West Country still. I don't really know. So many accents in this country. It's great fun. I could have written a larger number and this would have been easier, but I like doing it like that. Everywhere up north. Yeah, everywhere is up north. We're part of the southwest somehow. No, you are part of the southwest, yeah. I'm with Popeye. Bath. Above Birmingham is Bath, yeah. But Bath is also below Birmingham next to Bristol. And I believe they pronounce it Bath and Bath, don't they? Lancashire, la la. Oh yeah. There's a town in Costa Rica named after Saint San Idisto de General. No, I can't say that. No, it's Bath. Bath. Yes, it's Bath. There we go. Not Bath, Bath. I'm trying to think of another word to say in that sort of speech. Just gonna take my hovercraft out on the bath. No, I don't do very posh accents. I speak well-ish, sort of. Grammar can fly out the window sometimes, but... Are you saying a bath or bath? Bath. Shall we kick off the great bread debate? I'm up for that. I like a debate on bread. So, is it about buns and baps and and all of that sort of stuff. How do you say it, Carl? What, Bath or Bath or Bath?
So the Canadian accent is basically a midlife identity crisis between British and American English.
Yeah, say about.
So I have friends who say Bath.
Oh,
I personally say Bath.
yeah.
We don't know.
No,
Just
we
don't
don't know here
ask.
either.
Don't ask. Yeah.
I hate the southern accent where they pronounced th like th. Well, I just did that the wrong way round, so I don't know what. The. About. Yeah, I tried to get you to say about, but I don't think it worked.
Oh, Popeye doesn't have a boot right.
About?
It's not that. It's like ABEUT.
Why is it said so strangely in Canada? Oh, I'm going to call it Canada because I like calling it that. It sounds much better in Canada.
It's not like a boot because that is when your like tongue goes out, but it's
Boot?
a boot.
Oh, the tongue goes in, doesn't it? It goes further back.
So in Canada, we tend to open our mouths more when we say words. A boot is the only one we tend to close our mouths on.
Boot?
So
Oh, okay, yeah.
like it naturally comes if you don't open your mouth and say a boot.
Yeah, we have your geese down here. Yeah, we do. They've come over and they've just sort of sitting around in our lakes, making a lot of noise. Sorry, I might just shoot them and take their feathers. I don't condone shooting geese. That's not what this stream's about. Don't. It's a bread roll. It's a bap. It's a butty. I call it a butty. A chip butty. There we go. Garage. Oh yeah. Garage. It's a garage. How do I say it? I say the garage. Yeah, it's garage. Garage. It's like G-A ridge. A bacon butty. Yeah, it's a butty. Yeah. It's a bam. Vitamin. There's vitamin. It's a flipping red roll, mate. It's a butty. It's a chip butty or an egg banjo. Oh, I think Goose is not happy about us condoning shooting the feathered flock. It's a butty, end of. It is a butty. Aluminium. I find it hard to say aluminium as well as manelium. I can't say that one either. That's what I struggle with quite badly, saying like I can't say it. You say it, Car.
Well, my comment on aluminum is if I'm referring to like an aluminum can, it'll be aluminum. But if I'm in science and I'm referring to the actual element, it's aluminium. Aluminum is just so much nicer to say.
Aluminum, yeah, it is. Aluminium is really hard to say. What's this? Aluminium, yes. It's a barm cake. What? Geese. Why would the goose be mad about you shooting geese? I don't know. Trolley. It's a trolley.
Hello.
Oh, good evening. Who we got in here now?
This is Goose.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome. I don't think I've actually spoken to you before.
No, we haven't.
I
haven't even heard Dweebs because when he tried to talk to me before, it just didn't work.
Yeah, I avoided that interview like the plague. I don't know why. Is it pronounced hour or hour? It's hour. Now, here's the weird English thing that I like. When you write an hour, like a hour, you have to put an hour because you don't pronounce the H in hour, do you? That's the weird thing. It's pronounced O. An hour, yeah. It's hour.
It's like French, pretty much.
Yeah, it is a French word, hour, isn't it?
Because H is basically, you basically use H is basically a vowel. And it's not there.
Bismuth? What? Why are we talking about bismuth now? I hate the word trash. I hate the word trash as well. Alright, I got to head off. Alright, see you later, Rafen.
Do you go to the hospital or hospital?
I go to the hospital.
The
Like,
hospital.
I've heard some people say, like, I'm going to hospital instead of I'm going to the hospital.
I said the hospital with no H in it. And get an
Okay, then.
ambulance. An ambulance? Oh god, that's another one I can't say. Yeah, so I love the English language. There's so much going on with it. The English language is so dumb. No, it's not. It's amazing.
It's like a combination of like it's like a ton of other languages just jumbled together to one, and we just make it work.
We do, and what's fun is you can rearrange a sentence so many times it can still make sense because the context is still there for a lot of stuff.
That's why I hated learning German, is because they make sentence structure so confusing.
Well, a lot of the words are on the end, aren't they? Like for actually what you're talking about in the subject matter.
Yep. And then there's also a lot of I forget the count, but there was like so many different ways of like the in English is so simple.
Yeah.
In German, there's like a solid there's over 12 ways of saying
Well,
it.
it's like die, der,
Der, die, das, die,
du.
ein. I took it for 4 years and I still don't understand what the hell's going on there.
Exactly. The hospital. There we go. Take me to the hospital. Yeah, to the hospital. Yeah, you don't pronounce the H in hospital. I think it's about 40 for the in Germans. Yeah, and I love how it is just one the here in English. The. Not the. Although, yeah, it is. It's crazy. Language is so much fun because we all speak it. We all speak the same language pretty much, but it's so variant. You don't go to the hospital. You go to hospital. There we go. Yeah, you do that. How would Carter take the question? You alright? Yeah. How would you take the question? You alright? Would you actually answer it with a "Yeah, I'm okay," or would you actually answer it with a "Yeah, alright"?
That's just something that really doesn't come up at all here.
Really?
No. I would say I would ask if you are all right, because you're probably generally in Canada, if someone asks something to you, you
Yeah.
have to ask it back to them. It's just polite.
Oh,
So-
yes.
They have, if they ask that, they have something on their minds. So I'd be like, what's up?
Yeah, no. So the answer to "You're alright" or "Alright" is just "Yeah, alright." You don't answer it. You just sort of. It's a hello. It's more like "Alright,
Yeah.
alright."
I think
Sup?
that, for me, sets the tone of the conversation that it's something a little more serious than...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you say that in America and you're not gonna get much. You're gonna get like someone say, "Yeah, I'm doing good."
Yeah, exactly. Rather than a "Alright." Yeah, it's not. It's pretty much just hello, but it's not hello because hello is such a formal word, which is why I always just sit there and chat and say hello there. It's because it's
Well,
too
hello
formal for it. Well, hello, and welcome back to WBC Builds. No, I must change my intro from that because people just run away the moment I say hello. So
You gotta switch
Very-
you gotta switch to Southern accent American. How y'all doing?
how y'all doing? Yeah, I can't do that. I can barely do any other English accent, let alone American accents. So we'll leave those at the door, I think.
American accents are so fun because you can travel 5 miles and it'll just completely change and become incomprehensible.
Oh, it's the same here in England because we're so
Yeah.
tightly packed and live so close together. You just go, I don't know, an hour down the road and you're talking to someone in the West Country, and they sound like a pirate, and you're just like, okay, or a farmer.
If you go an hour down the road here, you won't get to another town.
Yeah.
Yeah, As in where I live, it's like you have to probably drive a solid 4 to 5 hours before you get to like any different accent. Versus New York, where you can walk 10 feet and you're
Yeah, exactly. Leahy, thank you
very
for
interesting.
resubbing. Yeah, no, it's crazy, but yeah, Popeye's just brought up an interesting thing there. Yeah, the English word for what we call cigarettes or a ciggy is actually like seen as a racial, not a racial slur, a homophobic slur these days. So
The British are naturally homophobic. Got it.
no, it's just it's I can't remember where the etymology comes from, but I think it's literally the actual homophobic slur comes from the act of smoking a cigarette.
Huh.
So, but it's very much
Weird.
it is a strange one. I can't remember where it exactly comes from, but yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of
in
things
England
that
every 10
have
miles
changed.
the accent changes. It does, yeah. I love y'all. Gosh, it's so funny. I learn hello in every language and start each video differently. No.
That's one way to confuse everyone.
Yeah, konnichiwa. It's not even hello in Japanese. I don't even know what it means. Yeah, we're not doing that. I would probably get arrested. There's probably not much for me to do. I would probably get arrested for a lot of things.
But at least get cancelled on Twitter.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have to hold my tongue on a lot of stuff I see on there. God. Especially if I'm
Isn't
on
it
my...
like
I have to
Like
hold
with-
my tongue on off-topic general.
Oh,
mm,
yeah. I'm refusing to read any of that right now.
I
It's all
muted
gone a
it.
bit. Yeah, my whole Discord's muted because it goes into like streamer mode whenever I put this up. You guys know what legit means? Oh yeah, do you know what legit means?
Never heard of that.
Really? Okay, so to
No.
leg it means to run quickly away from something or to just run.
Oh,
You know,
to leg it.
to leg
okay.
it. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, that makes sense now. The way you pronounced it, it sounded like really just different.
I'm interested in why Canadian and American are so into Victorian British architecture. I don't know if they are. I think it's the other way around.
I'm not.
No. Everyone seems to be interested in American Victorian architecture, which doesn't
Oh,
exist.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
that's cheap. I think people don't realize the diversity on the server. I mean, it does look quite similar because it's from the same period and it's Minecraft. You only have a limited amount of blocks.
Yeah,
But in reality, it's not the same.
not at all. Oh,
Yeah, if you don't know what you're looking at, then it can become very, very just like repetitive.
yeah. I think that's the issue. I think people are too scared to enjoy it. People worry me. Anyway.
People in off-topic general worry me.
Yeah. God, it's like being on Twitter. Yes. We don't want this stream getting cancelled. Let's move away from these topics. Well, I want to get rid of blue. Get rid of blue. Right.
Colorblind people can't see blue sometimes. Cancel it.
Cancel it. It doesn't exist. Yeah. Cancel culture is a strange one. For one, the term cancel culture makes me cringe harder than anything that some people actually do in order to get cancelled. Ugh.
What's fun is when you see two cancel cultures try and cancel each other.
Yeah, like Keemstar and Ethan.
Literally anyone else.
Yeah, it's just so stupid that. Bagsy and shotgun. Oh yeah, so yeah, do you guys know what shotgun means when in the sort of relation of a car?
Yeah, it's you ride shotgun. It's
Yeah.
where you
I-
came from the term where on like
And
mail carts.
The person in the passenger seat would have a shotgun to defend
Yeah.
the vehicle.
Yeah,
I thought it was an American term. I think it is, isn't it?
yeah, it is. It's from the mail carts, typically, where they were like cross the west, and then robbers would try and steal it. So the guy in shotgun
Yeah.
would take pot shots at him.
Yeah, it's exactly that. And then Bagsy and yeah, do you know what Bagsy means or dibs?
Dibs, yeah.
Yeah.
Bagsy
Dibs, yeah.
isn't widely used, but I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Dibs
It all
is-
means the same thing, yeah. So Bagsy, that's mine, or shotgun, or yeah, dibs. They all
It's
technically
all
mean
part of the
yeah,
code. You don't break. You don't break the code.
exactly. Tar, yeah, ta for thanks.
What?
Ta,
What?
ta.
What?
It's a northern thing.
Huh.
Yeah, guy, you would not probably understand much from up north. It's lovely linguistical. I'm trying to say it without offending the people in the chat. Nightmare is what I was going to say, but I don't want to say nightmare.
You heard it here first. He thinks the Northerners are nightmares.
I said linguistical nightmares.
I'm taking it out of context.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's like being on Twitter all over again. There we go. Beautiful looking road. Beautiful looking road.
Well, I just came across probably the best Canadian town name.
Is it? Okay, what is it?
It's
Erging?
in Saskatchewan,
Oh,
which
God.
is the most boring province in Canada. It's a bunch of fields. Mosquito Grizzly Bear's Head Lean Man.
I mean, that's very, you know, it's definitely named after something that happened somewhere at some point. It's like Buffalo, New York is just named after the chickens. Or I don't know. Just like,
I think it's the other way around.
oh, okay.
I don't know.
What, the chicken wings are named after the buffaloes? I don't know.
I don't know. I still don't understand where that term came from.
What, buffalo wings or
Little
buffalo?
wild wings.
Is it
Let's
is it
see
the
when they
source?
originated there.
Is it just from the place of buffalo? Is that why it's called buffalo wings?
I'd assume so.
Irritates me is working with meat all the time is people think buffalo wings actually are chicken wings. You're wrong.
It's the sauce, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's how it's
Well,
served.
the actual
and all
cut
that.
of meat too.
Yeah.
It's bone out. Whereas
Oh, so-
chicken wings are bone in.
Yeah.
Depends on
hence
the type of It depends on the type of buffalo though, because it depends. At least where I live, there's places where you can get bone in, bone out type stuff.
Oh.
I think it is the sauce.
Buffalo wings aren't chicken wings, are they? No, they are, but they're boneless chicken wings, aren't they?
Which doesn't exist.
We've got boned buffalo wings where I
Oh.
live. I don't know. There's a distinct difference, and I think it's chicken wings are typically breaded, aren't they?
No, not over here. They're not.
No.
So
No?
over here,
Oh.
chicken wings tend to just be chicken drumsticks, as we call them, or chicken wings. Oh no, drumsticks are the legs. Chicken wings that are just been, well, where you tend to get them, they've just been deep fried, but they aren't breaded as such. They're just the chicken wing with a sauce over it.
Oh.
And it's just crispy skin, yeah.
Need to look up what a buffalo wing is, because I feel like there's some sort of. Okay, a buffalo wing in the cuisine of the United States is an unbreaded chicken wing, generally deep fried, then coated or dipped in a sauce,
Yeah.
consisting of a vinegar-based cayenne pepper hot sauce.
So it's just hot
and
wings
milk
then.
butter. Yeah, it's just the sauce.
Yeah. Is it usually served then with a blue cheese sort of dip?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, I love a blue cheese dip. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah, we've
yeah.
got a lot of it where I live because Kansas is really known for their barbecue, so we got
Yeah.
a lot of barbecue.
Ah, that's nice. So I wouldn't say what's this? What's everyone's Chinese go-to order? Oh man. Okay, right. So I have my favorite order of Chinese would be crispy seaweed, sweet and sour sauce, prawn toast, Hong Kong style sweet and sour chicken, special fried rice, and then maybe some lemon chicken as well, and also a
I
chicken
love
chow
myself
mein.
some lo mein. Lo mein is my thing.
I don't know what lo mein is.
It's
Is it a chow
think
mein?
they're-
Is it noodles?
noodles, yes.
Yeah.
It's I think it depends on the restaurant is how they name it.
Yeah. Do you have chow mein as well then?
Yeah, because I've seen chow mein and I think they're pretty similar. I don't know what the difference would be.
Yeah. Chicken balls, Hong Kong style, chicken chow mein, yep. Oh, I love this. And the US buffalo wings look like they're actually come from buffaloes. I don't know if I believe
okay.
that.
Okay, so chow mein is fried noodles. Lo mein is tossed noodles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it would make sense that they're just fried noodles over here. We fat boys.
Hello,
I've never
man.
been to the American South.
No.
Well,
They deep fry everything. It's scary.
Yo, this is looking so pen blood fam. You don't get me. I'm telling you, I'm so fit. Yeah, that's
What?
that's some English there for you from the streets.
What have I walked in on?
Oh God, hello.
Hello. I'm on my phone right now. I'm making dinner, but hello.
Hello. So we're discussing the difference between buffalo wings in different countries because this is the type of conversations we like to have here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But then we moved on
Important
to
question.
we moved on to what people choose for their Chinese order.
I've never had Chinese food, so
What?
Yeah, me neither.
I'm sorry.
Dude.
Wait, Dweebs, you've never had Chinese food?
No, I haven't. I've had Indian.
Okay, what's your go-to curry?
I don't have curry either. I'm not a big fan of Indian, to
What?
be honest.
What
I
do you
don't know.
eat?
Are you
Well,
British?
I have a naan bread. 2 months.
You haven't eaten
I'm
for 2
in the
months.
same boat as Dweebs. Dweebs
I
gets it.
basically just eat beans on toast. I live off of beans on toast.
Yeah, well, that's my usual diet in the week as well for lunch. Spicy beans
So
on toast.
boring.
No, beans on.
I'm
No, you
making it
put
right now.
put Tabasco sauce in it. Oh, mate, beautiful stuff.
Ooh,
That's just boring.
how dare you.
Mmm.
Like I love myself. Like I love myself some beans, and I like myself some toast, but every
Gotta put
day.
them together.
If I got beans, I'm putting them in a tortilla. I'm making a burrito.
Okay, well that's not very English of you.
Um,
We don't-
I
we
have,
No, it's American.
Oh,
I guess it's Mexican.
yeah, I was gonna say it sounds more Mexican to me.
Yeah. I don't know. Where I live, we got a lot of Mexican.
Yeah. Beans on beans. Yeah, beans, cheese on toast. There we go. That's it. That's the magic. Slice of toast, freshly toast, butter, slices of cheese, maybe even grated cheese, and then it's just beans lathered on top of that. Mm.
Just that doesn't sound appetizing.
Oh, honestly. Or what I also like to do is get a can of sardines and put those on toast under the grill.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have to create a cease and desist order.
Yeah,
I don't want that anywhere near where I live.
Is that not something y'all do? Okay.
No, we don't ever have sardines. I don't even think I've seen sardines my entire time
What?
living in Kansas.
Well, you are quite far from the sea.
Yeah, we're literally in the central U.S. Like, there's
Yeah.
no further place you could be from the sea.
But the sardines I eat are not from here, they're from Sardinia, so. But, yeah.
it
What
just
was-
boggles my mind that people don't see the ocean every day. Like,
I know.
I haven't seen the ocean in a few years.
what?
Is cheese on toast a thing for Americans? Yeah, you call it a grilled
Yeah,
cheese,
it's
don't
called
you?
grilled
Yeah.
cheese. Yeah, we grill it.
But then you also fry it and put butter on it, don't you?
Depends on how you like it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so
Like, you can just grill it, or you can add butter to it if you want more crisp. You can add
wait,
stuff
do
to
you
the
guys
grilled
do, like,
cheese.
just straight put a slab of cheese on a slice of toast? Or is
Yeah.
it sandwich?
Yes, you just so you get your slice of bread. You put the cheese on the bread. You put another piece of bread on top of it, and then you
Oh,
fry it.
that's different to what
Okay,
we
now
do.
that's a toasty. That's a toasty
Toast.
you got.
Yeah, that's called a toasty or a panini type thing.
You guys don't put anything else on your grilled cheese?
No, we
Well,
literally
we
just have
do
two
it-
pieces of bread with cheese on it and it gets grilled.
No, you need butter, you need bacon, you need herbs. It's a meal. Like,
Excuse
it's
me, it's
complicated.
pronounced herbs.
Yeah, so there's a H
Herbs?
in there.
As someone that doesn't actually pronounce my H's much, I still pronounce H in herbs.
Yeah, herbs.
Oh.
Herbs.
Yeah, jacket potato, beans and cheese. What about that? Or is that not
What?
something you've ever heard of?
Jack and potatoes?
Yeah, jacket potatoes.
oh,
I'm sure it
jacket
could probably
potatoes,
exist. I've never heard of it. No.
Wow.
Wait, you never heard of potato?
Wow. Wow.
That's a
That's
I could
something.
insist on a diet of hamburgers and pizza. So
Yeah, but okay, so I think what you guys call potato skins are what we start out as jacket potatoes with the potato in still.
sounds like mashed potatoes to me.
Mashed potato? No.
cheese on the inside.
It's
Um,
before it's been mashed. It's literally a whole potato, and you put it in the
Whole
oven.
potato.
A baked potato?
Yeah, baked potato. Yeah,
Okay.
but we call it a jacket
Doesn't
potato.
Yeah. You guys call it jacket.
I'm gonna.
It's
I
still
had it
its
when I
coat.
was in England.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of weird stuff we got here.
Well, bangers and mash. What about that? Do you have that?
Well,
That's about as ethnic the cuisine that I've probably ever had. I consist on chicken breasts, no seasoning, and rice, just plain.
Wow.
It's-
Do you go to the gym?
No,
Oh, okay. That seems like a gym diet. Over here, if you go to the gym, you're meant to just eat broccoli, rice, and nothing else forever. And then you have to tell everyone you're
Our
eating
gym-
broccoli and rice.
our gym diet is weird. There's so many weird ones because Americans are both obsessed with being fat and being skinny at the same time.
Yeah. Fish and rice cake. You take your fish, you cook your fish, and you get your rice cake. Then you cook your fish. What did you have for lunch yesterday? Well, I had fish, and then we had rice cake, and then fish and rice cake at 4, then rice cake at 5. There is a video somewhere about that, and that is blow my mind. But it's so overly British, you probably wouldn't understand or find it funny.
That just sounds boring for food.
Yeah, it's this mate who just eats like he's training for a Mr. World competition or something, and so he's just like eats 5 or 6
Yeah,
meals
I've
a
seen
day.
that.
You have seen that, yeah.
I eat. I don't know. I don't even know what I ate yesterday because it's just so weird. I just get random stuff every day.
But anyway, yeah. Did you guys know what a bangers and mash is?
No.
Okay, so bangers and mash is sausage and mash. But we call them bangers because I think Raven's just put it here in the chat, they explode when you cook them.
Oh,
they do.
Yeah.
It's.
sounds interesting.
I enjoy that. That's a good meal.
Yeah, I'll show you where.
I'm sure it exists. I don't think it's very popular.
What, sausage and mash with gravy? Oh yeah.
So we have like mashed potatoes and gravy, but
Yeah, well, it's just with sausages involved as well.
oh,
We have
actually
another-
doesn't sound half bad.
No, it's lovely.
It's just-
Onion gravy. Oh yeah, beautiful. And you say the British food's uncultured. It's just mainly just carbs with more carbs, and it's wholesome food. So
People
a
make
lot of
fun of Americans, but it tastes good.
yeah, well, a lot of our stuff is like roast dinners and that. Oh man, roast chicken, roast pork, roast lamb. Oh, lamb, mint jelly. Oh yes, please. Right, I'm gonna have to take a little break now. I mean, you guys can carry on chatting in the chat if you wish, but I'm gonna duck out for about 5 minutes, so I will see you in a second.
Carter, do you guys have like any Mexican food? Like, is that even like a thing for y'all?
Yes, we do. We also are our first point of contact for a lot of Asian immigrants too. So we have every cuisine possible. It's great, but I also don't take advantage of it.
No, he's just.
Fair enough. Okay.
We're close.
Yeah, for no good reason. Like I live in the middle of the U.S. and there's just a lot of really good Mexican food where I live. Like there's not really a good reason why there's so many, but there's just a lot of like really, really good Mexican families who make some really, really good food. Also have a weird amount of German food.
Yes.
Does it help that you speak German?
I not really.
Or you
Because
speak.
I learned like I learned High German, and these people speak a very Bavarian German, which
Well, there's
is
a difference, but okay.
yeah. So it's just like in every language, there's dialects. Northern German, High German, which is really only spoken in like Berlin, kind of, and like Southern German, and it's very. They each kind of have their own rules in some ways about how to speak the language, and it's a pain trying to understand one that you didn't learn.
Oh yeah, I know.
Turn.
Newfoundland, you really need to
A and B.
know what they're saying. They have the best accent. I wish I had their accent. It is
Same.
phenomenal.
There you go. Perfect.
I'm told that people in the Midwest don't have much of an accent compared to other people in the U.S.,
For R soon.
and I
No,
honestly have
yours
no
is-
idea.
R soon.
Yours is pretty low key. There's just a tang of like, yeah, Midwest accent in there. I don't know what I would describe my accent as because everyone's is different here.
Yours sounds pretty similar. I don't know. It sounds similar to me, but like I don't know. There's like a
Similar
slight
to you.
yeah. I don't know if it's just because of Discord being kind of muffling stuff,
Discord?
but it's like just sounds like your R's are slightly different.
Yeah. Well, some words I do full-fledged Canadian. Other words I err towards French pronunciation. Some are British. It's just we need help about that.
Yeah, it's like listening to like multiple different accents at once, and it's kind
Sorry,
of weird.
Oh right. I'm back. What's been
Welcome
going on?
back,
Who said
We've been
the bad words?
Carter.
The
Oh.
bad word.
No, it's fine.
We
Sorry,
were just talking about kind of like my accent versus Carter's.
yeah, it's very different. Which makes sense. Did I have glasses on before? I don't know. Oh, look, all the money's falling back in there. But oh yeah. So black pudding. Do you guys know what that is?
Isn't that
Yes,
like
it's good.
blood or something?
Yeah. Did you say it's good? Okay, perfect.
It's good.
It's lovely. Love it.
Never had it. Don't plan on having it.
Oh, you really should try it. Fried up.
So, I have a bit of a story about this. So, we're in Heathrow Airport, and it was just before our flight. We decided to get a full-fledged English breakfast
Yeah.
because
English. Yeah.
in Canada we have English breakfasts, but they don't have blood pudding. So we
It's pronounced
decided,
black
or
pudding.
black pudding. Yeah. Shh. No, but we were just hungry, so we ordered it, and we ate this pudding, and we're like, oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a bit charcoaly, but after the waiter was like, so we were asking what it was made out of, and the waiter's like, you don't know? And we're like, no. It's like he just said, oh, it's pig's blood.
Yeah.
And that aftertaste took me
That's-
a long time to get that out of my mouth.
So it's like a sort of a gammy feeling, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, also just knowing, we thought it was like a gelatin-based product, but it's really not.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, it's got all sorts of jelly in it. It's just the jelly of congealed blood. Mm.
we weren't ready for that.
Not
it was
mentally
good.
prepared.
It's good, but
Yeah.
Ahead of us.
still, it's pig's blood.
It's yeah, it's so good, so good. Like that and haggis. Haggis is lovely.
Oh,
Just more offal put in a bag, boiled for a bit.
I did not enjoy eating haggis.
No, we have it quite a bit here actually. Even though we're in the very deep south of the UK, we still have haggis. Yeah. But
I'd like to bring up a quick side note.
Okay.
What are your comments on my train station? You
Your
seem
train
to have had issues with it being big.
What have you? No, I was joking.
Okay, good.
I was literally like, oh no, you've overtaken. I was literally like, just literally, yeah, literally, yeah. It's
Yeah,
literally.
it has a lot of tracks. Wow. I just realized.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's good. Walhampton needs to be expanded, but it probably won't. So guys, it's now time to do a bit of terraforming again, as we always like to do. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess British sarcasm doesn't go across text much at all, and I think most people probably think I'm being a horrible, horrible person a lot of the time.
I will say I offended a lot of people.
What's
Quite
that?
horribly. Through text.
Yeah, it's
Sarcasm just doesn't work.
no, it doesn't work, and you sit there. It will work with some other English person because it's fine, because it's kind of like you kind of know where the context of the conversation is going.
Okay, we're going to
Carter,
go
Carter, why do you need this many tracks?
So for Canadian
even know
train
where they all
stations,
go?
this is tiny.
that circle one.
Oh, it's many things are tiny compared to real life. It's very hard to, get to that real life scale, but
So a real train, if it was 1 block wide, 2 blocks tall, would go from my town to Walhampton, and back about halfway. It was to scale in Minecraft. So,
luckily we don't build to scale.
No,
yeah, we build,
for the White Bergian scale.
yeah, which is ridiculously wide. 5 meters.
Well, no, it's. Have you seen the original White Bergian scale, which was like the broad
Oh,
gauge
yeah,
for
that
the
was
Great Western
horrible.
Railway? Yeah,
The thing is massive.
it's like Brunel's scale back in the day when he went, yeah, let's build an 8-foot.
Offenburg.
No, it's not in Offenburg.
Ooh.
It's in Whiteburg.
Is it just like the train tracks?
Yeah,
Just a
there's a train station there still. You wouldn't build the scale. No, I wouldn't build the scale. I'm not Minecraft Repro.
We're
Wait, can you guys
building
hear
that-
me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Who this?
Awesome.
Who this?
Awesome.
Oh.
This is
Sir
Sir
Lancelot.
Lancelot.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, Carter.
Chemist put a full, 3-paragraph essay in off topic.
Oh no. We'll discuss that off stream. That's.
200 new messages.
Oh, I've not looked at
Ah.
Discord. How many people have we lost, Dweebs, tonight? I don't know if Dweebs is still there. People like to just leave when we've had too much of a debate about things.
Mic's off.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't really been checking the servers.
No, that's good.
No one's
Um,
left.
Yeah, what's this? UK? Yeah, sarcasm doesn't carry well. I forgot sometimes on Discord I'm like, geez, yeah.
Someone also said that apparently someone else has posted some artwork or a meme by a white supremacist. So I'll be looking into that. But,
Oh, okay, yeah, we need to crush that quickly.
On the server?
God.
Yeah, apparently.
What
Rob
are these
Dub.
bunch of ruffians we have here?
I must be.
I mean, a while ago I posted Hitler's artwork.
Yeah, that's kind of what started the whole we shouldn't be glorifying dictators in our Discord, and I went,
He
wasn't
yeah.
a bad thing.
No,
Be honest.
I don't think that
No, that
started.
was- that
I
was
think
fine.
we made fun of Hitler's artwork, I think, because he couldn't draw people.
yeah, but last time someone made fun of it, it didn't go well.
Ooh, what's the final statistic on him being denied his artwork?
Yeah, anyway, let's not go down that route of conversation again. What's going on here? Lurky, yes, so today we're just building a bit more roadage, really.
Roadage.
I'm not really in the mood for building houses again, because I did a lot of building last week. Just getting some roadage in, getting some chats going. Got the builder team in the chat just for some bants. Regretting every second of it. No, I'm not. It's actually really nice.
Did you say ban?
I did say Bants, yeah.
Oh.
I want some,
dear.
I want some clout from that. No, I don't want to say the word clout again.
No, just stop. You're only making it worse.
I'm looking at Carter's famous curved train.
Oh.
Popeye, see you later on. Thanks for being on. It's been fun having a little chat here. Thanks for popping by. We'll see you later. Undo 10. I want undo 1.
That train caused me some level of mental harm.
I don't want to know.
So he made a
Don't do
train,
it.
and it's a curving train. So it's like not
Oh,
a
yeah.
straight train. It curves halfway. So it's
It's
like
a
a
spiral
boomerang.
tunnel.
Oh, is that the one that goes in the tunnel?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. Oh god.
I'll be back in a
So
couple minutes.
it's not worth it.
All right. Yeah, it's that whole tunnel was cool, but it's just like, what is going on here?
Mhm.
It was very
There's
Canadian.
a lot going on.
Yeah. You owe us clout. Negative clout, no.
Carter, if you go in your tunnel, you'll find some brown wool. There's just brown wool in the middle of the track.
Oh,
Northeast. Northeast.
where?
Just go through the tunnel. It's kind of like in the middle.
I'm also surprised no one's Goose. Try and find the Easter egg in the tunnel too.
No,
No.
I'm good. I'm trying to finish up my project so it can like actually be shown.
Oh, did my
yeah.
little
Oh.
nudge earlier on help with that?
Maybe. I finally
wanted-
finished up the mountains.
Yeah, no, that's alright. I was just seeing you guys talking about castles, and I was like, oh, he's talking about building a new castle. Well, I better give him a quick old nudge to actually go finish the
Yeah.
other castle he's got.
Remind him what
Yep.
he's working on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the castle itself is done. It's just the extra detailing that I'm doing.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So I heard British people use nouns as insults just sporadically. Is
yeah,
that
you
true?
welly. Yeah, it literally do. Yeah. So I love it. The English way of like, it's like a term of endearment as well, but it's also an insult. So yeah, you call someone an absolute shoehorn, or I don't know, you door knocker. I don't know why I'm thinking of things you find on the porch, but I've gone from welly boots to door knockers to shoehorns.
In America, that's one way to get called a whole host of other words.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What do you call
Our
s-
insults are just straight to the point and aggressive.
No, I like our ones where they're just you've kind of got to go. You get taken aback when someone calls you a lampshade, and it's just like, what? But why? You dozy lampshade.
I don't know. It's
You-
like calling a German a pig. Doesn't go over well.
Well, I mean, depends on what you call it to them in German or not. You rotten swine or something. I don't know.
Schwein, yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
Schwein.
Schwein.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. You just put "ja"
Ja.
after everything, and it sounds
Ja.
German. It's
Ja.
fine. Yeah.
Gehen Sie aus da.
Anyone else in the
Ja.
chat there knows any good nouns to insult people with? You know, real like shopping trolley sort of nouns. You absolute biscuit.
I always refer
Nugget.
to Samuel L. Jackson's
Nugget.
favorite word.
Yeah, we can't say that one.
Yeah. I can refer to it, just not,
No, you
actually
absolute,
say it.
you absolute donut. There we go. Donut's a good one because that actually is quite a good insult. You donut.
Oh yeah, a lot of.
Whoa.
I've
whoa.
heard donut quite often, to be honest.
Dweeb's coming in with the ear breaker. What's going on there?
Oh, what? It's my
I had you turned up because you were quiet earlier on because you were cooking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have him. Just, yeah, he's quiet on mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think
hear me
imbecile
now?
is.
It cost me
There we go.
Let me get watching your stream.
Yeah. Come join in.
I have to watch
Um,
the ad first, so.
Americans also use a lot of I would say animal insults, but I think nouns are probably more British way of, rather than just animals. It's more you garden spade or something. I don't know. I've never called anyone a garden spade.
You absolute snot.
Oh yeah, to me that's just like too random to be offensive. Gotta.
Yeah,
The thing is,
Yeah.
you can kind of make up words in England, and
Yeah.
they'll work as insults.
It's all about context, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
when written
in
down,
English.
it's like, what? What do you mean you've called me a donut? I'm not a piece of pastry.
Now I am. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do be looking like a snack though.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh.
Oh, I haven't finished your skin yet. I start to work on it like a
Oh.
week ago.
Did you, I sent you the finished one? Well, the one I did for yeah.
Yeah.
If it's ready for the next server update, I may have to find another place to bathe.
Oh.
I should
Scared.
put mine on. I'll be right back.
Oh God.
Oh, I've got mine on right now. The drip never stops.
No, that's. I mean, I kind of wish I did wear mine all the time, but I think it would cause more dislikes in videos than I already do get. So.
You just can't handle the raw power.
No.
The dominance of it though. It's just
Yeah.
it's a dominating skin.
Power move.
Two-
It threatens them.
Yes, it does. It is a threatening skin.
You see that in public and you're like, wow, that man, that's powerful right there.
That's
Yeah,
powerful.
it just demands respect of the presence of.
Yeah, you just gotta stand there and respect it, you know?
Yeah.
Powerful.
I don't know why I'm
Thank
agreeing to like literally permit all of these terms that are being said in the chat here, but apparently I am. Rafen, we may have to reevaluate what we've got in our unbanned list of words there.
Hotspot's quite good,
Oh.
to be honest.
Oh, what? How's Plonker taken into that? Plonker is that a more
so-
offensive word in America than it is here?
I've
It's not
never
offensive here, really.
No.
You say that to someone and they're just gonna laugh at you because that's an awful insult.
You plonker.
What,
No,
plonker?
it's just you donkey.
I had Minecraft running in the background all throughout my. Oh. Alright, I was
As-
playing Tarkov.
And you're wondering why it's lagging.
Horrible. Yeah, I had Minecraft playing in the background all that time. Oh my
Wow.
God. It was Bedrock Minecraft as well. I was doing some
Oh,
Silly
market
goose.
research.
all this heresy.
Heresy.
Oh, we got a donation there.
Heresy.
Sorry. I'm the anonymous donator. My identity remains a mystery. Wow. Well, thank you. What?
I mean, I could create a list of people who it isn't.
No, I think I know who it is. I think if I look at my PayPal account, it will tell me who it is.
I can tell you for sure it's not me.
Yeah, I can tell you for sure it's not me.
I'm broke, so
If it was me, it would be a money laundering scam. But
That's actually
Okay,
not a bad
that-
idea.
no, I know we were discussing it
Launder
earlier
through
on.
Twitch. Oh, I'll have to write that down.
doesn't Twitch take part of the money, so you just be losing more and more money every time?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
well,
but
it depends on how
you
much
get that with any money laundering.
Yeah.
So.
you have to pay a price to clean your money. It's not a free service. I mean, what
Oh,
was
that's
exposed
strange.
recently is that most of the banks in the UK, like the big banks, seem to have been the hub for money laundering around the world. But
I'd believe it. Wait,
Each
you mean it's
their own.
not Swiss?
no, it's the city of London.
Don't they use Swiss banks below taxes
Yeah,
or something?
or like offshore accounts.
Yeah,
So
I
there's
don't
no
think
taxes.
many people launder through them though.
So how was your bank? No, what was it? How's your building going? Coming along? Yeah. It's currently there. Look, we've managed to build an entire road.
I don't know
Couple
if
of
this really
roads.
counts as a building stream.
I do have quite clickbaity tiles, don't I?
Yeah.
Building stream. In 2 hours. Hey. We just chatting. What brush
We're
is
just
that?
out
Oh,
here
that's that
discussing like local cuisine.
one. Exactly.
Hey, come to Portmore, best town.
I ain't going nowhere.
Nah, the others.
Oh, the others.
I can't type as well. Yeah, come to Portmore. Check out my
Sorry,
cliffs.
Try to contribute, or I'll do better later. That's fine. And yet the title says,
I got me some cliffs.
You big walkie-talkie. Oh, I haven't seen your cliffs yet. I say you do a pub quiz while you build. Oh, that'd be quite fun. That'd be really fun. I could definitely
Oh,
do a pub quiz.
With the key on.
send that again, Goose, please.
What? Oh, okay. I thought you could accept it for like 2 minutes.
No,
Yeah,
but
Goose
I
can't
sent
can't,
one too.
carts was later than you, so
Oh.
there's just over here some nice little cliffs.
Which
I
way?
don't know. Kind of
North?
They're all on the shore.
These are some very interesting cliffs.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about the kind of color scheme I've got going, but I think it looks kind of cool.
The
I haven't been over
coal-
to Portmore for a while, so
The coal is a very bold choice.
Yeah, same with the bedrock, to be honest, but I kind of like it.
do you know, I might come over and
It's
just have a quick
weird.
look.
It's weird, but it's
There's
like not.
not-
If you back up a bit, it looks great.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't really supposed to be seen from like millimeters away, you know.
Yeah,
Lower
um,
area. Oh, I see. You're not done that bit yet. Yeah.
FOV 30 cinematic zoom in.
Yeah.
Hey, I can see some birch where it shouldn't be. Dweebs, you know you can change your biomes now.
I kind of like this biome. I might get rid of these like weird river.
Yeah, so
Biome
you can
things.
actually make a biome brush and do that.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because they updated World Edit, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I did, not they. I did.
Well, Yanni, World Edit added a brush for it.
It was my doing. God damn it, I did this. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
but didn't World Edit add like a new brush?
No, they
for
did. I'm
Iron?
joking. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't realise
it's
the
very-
Royal
it's
College
very
was so
work in
close. But
progress.
yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of going to be like a feature of Portmore now, sort of. It's like, I think we're kind of bonding together.
Well, yeah, you were forming a country, weren't you? Slash a principality slash Wales.
Yeah. Wales rip off, but not Wales because Wales bad.
I would say it's more like the Isle of Wight then, which is kind of what we were expecting it to be in the first place.
Yeah. Gotta name
Yeah.
everything after yourself.
Hey, the Isle of Wight is a real place,
Yes, I know.
and it's spelled differently. Or else there would be uproar about it right now. But
Carter,
that's-
you haven't lived in Wales for 7 years. Thank you very much.
Hey, who's doing anything with
Bad
World
about
Edit?
Wales. What?
Who's crashed the
Bad.
server again?
Oh. So, wait.
See, Rusty has one ping, blame him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rusty.
Mm,
Time
come
to,
on.
And Carter and Goose are both by him, so.
Oh yeah, the server has died.
Uh oh.
Oh no, it's come back. Rusty just left because he clearly wasn't
was-
the culprit.
Oh my.
It's like a game of Among Us.
Yeah, it is actually, isn't it? It's like, who did it?
Who done it?
Oh
I've not
my
That'd be actually a,
god.
that'd be a
Oh,
fun thing to
yeah,
play on
wow.
stream.
What, Among
Go-
Us with us? That's kind of
Among
what I
Us.
was I kind of was expecting. The reason I wanted to start doing these little chats on here was so we could eventually move on to playing some Among Us.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
just
that
a
could be
big
fun.
conspiracy.
Yeah, not tonight, but at some point, we'll I kind of want to do that, build this community into a bit more of a community.
Can I just say, Bubbix's cathedral thing?
Yes.
Oh. Well,
Oh.
Wubbox and Bubbix.
Like,
What
The
makes
how?
Bubbix are like?
I don't know
Oh.
how, and it was so quick as
Yeah. It was so quick. It happened like the first 3 hours.
well. Oh,
oh, I like his little window detail using the glass blocks and the panes.
should we call an emergency meeting to see who did the dirty
Who
there?
done it?
Who did the lag?
Who did the
Also,
lag?
someone needs to fix the warp to Corbeil, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll do it.
well,
Yeah.
Is it
In
pronounced
general,
Corbeil, or
someone
is it-
needs to update Dyn map and warps and all that.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
The die
Uh,
map is an issue
Mm.
because it takes
Wow.
days to render.
Yeah.
well, at least the
Ah.
warps and the
Oh,
icons on the actual Dyn map, because like when I want to look at other towns, I don't know what all the new ones are.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fair
yeah,
enough.
mine's still Buckledale.
So let's. I mean,
The mechanics aren't that realistic.
is that die map only for servers or is it for single player? Well,
Yeah.
I think it is only for servers. Oh no, you can get it
Okay.
as a mod. I think it is a mod
Yeah.
as well.
It's
Um,
probably started as a mod and then became a plugin.
Yeah, Candy Sweet,
Or
welcome
vice
to the
versa.
stream. Thanks for following. Tonight we are just building and chatting. Building and chatting. I am doing a road, and we're currently discussing the finer things of the Dyn map. As I like to call it, the dynamic map. So which ones haven't we got named then, guys? Let's have a quick squiz around.
I think my thing like says my town is way higher than it actually is.
What
for-
But to be
town?
fair, I don't really have a town.
Oh my god, you guys have made some progress.
Oh yeah, Ansabree's like all
so-
out there.
WBC.
Hansabury doesn't necessarily exist, and I will continue to deny its existence.
Yeah, that one. Llewellyn Wood. Llewellyn Wood.
Yeah.
Llewellyn
Well, I
Wood.
think mine is still called Buckledale on the map.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, has the warp been adjusted then? Oh.
No, it's not the warp. It's the die map. Do you know how to do that, Dweebs?
No.
Okay.
Forgot. I have to think.
Right, I'll do it while I'm
Forcefully
here then. What was your town called? Sir Lancelot, man.
Oh,
Thing?
Highbury.
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 Hybrid.
I didn't mean to call you
That's quite
thing.
nice name.
I want the map so I can plan my buildings. I want that map. Okay. Yeah, go to the channel.
fire.
It's there. Yeah. Are you on Creative World? Yes. 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 Very much
We're
Creative
not
World.
insane.
No, it's all done hardcore survival.
Yeah, I'm currently on
Yeah,
my
so
Elytra.
far.
No,
Of
it's all survival. Hang on. No, it's all creative, and it's
Welcome
all
back
got
to
world edit.
QB2T,
Okay.
the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft.
Today
Yeah,
we're recreating a entire.
I can see
Whoa.
that. Yeah, that's fair enough. Right, what am I doing? Demarker, delete. Not demap. What was it called? Buckled. How do you spell that? B.
Buckled.
Oh no, Buckledale's what it is.
No, I need to remove it. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Hold it,
B-U-C-L-E. Or no, C-K-L-E. D-A-L-E.
It's it's not even a warp, is it?
No, it's not a warp. It's just on the
No.
map. But I can't see it with my face. Hang on.
Right.
So it's B U C.
U-C-K.
God, I
Oh,
remember
there's
that.
actually homes, so you can set home. That's nice.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I think you can only set one though.
Cool, that's deleted.
Weebs, can you also change my warp from?
Really cool, I like your builds. Oh, cool. Thanks for having a look at that. I'll show you some more in a second. We're just sorting out some admin stuff here on the server. Why is it technically? Yeah, Carter. Why is it technically? I would say the largest town on the server is.
Well, Walhampton has the density, but Hambridge has the square area.
Yeah.
So
Or less.
Well, no, not
less-
Hambridge. Leyston.
Leyston
Leyston
or
does.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, but Walhampton. Yeah. If I actually built it, it would be the biggest. I like that junction. I
Yeah,
like how that's turned
That's
out now.
unrealistic. That's unrealistic. Actually building.
Oh, we don't build things. We get
Yeah,
si-
I
we
don't
get
do that.
sidetracked by all sorts.
Right, I'm gonna do a bit of a copy and paste. So
Why?
because I, funnily enough, need to move the houses on top of Portmore because I'm going to strip it all out.
Good, that's fine. You can do that. I've written Heiberg instead of Highbury. There we go.
Heiberg.
That's the German counterpart.
Yep.
Town.
That's
Do you
very.
guys build the whole world? Well, some of it, yes. So most of it's been completely terraformed. Other bits have been left as they are due to laziness. But
It's not laziness.
no,
per
it's
se.
just no, it's not laziness at all. It's just the fact that it's so much work. It wouldn't be possible in a lifetime.
If you
In
want
the
an
area
example
around-
of the amount
area
of
around me and D
terraforming
Rusty.
we've done.
The area around me and D Rusty is getting very close to being like almost completely terraformed.
Nice. For me, it is a case of I should have terraformed earlier. When I started this world, I didn't want to change the landscape too much from the original Minecraft landscape because I'm weird. But then I suddenly went, no, this is all wrong. I can't build anything. So I finally bit the bullet and started terraforming properly, but it was already too late, and Walhampton grew a weird thing out of it.
Whew. Okay. Yep, that worked.
Cool.
I didn't crash everything.
No,
That's
you
nice.
didn't feel anything.
Oh, thank you for doing that.
We need a massive
What were you
rendering of the
saying?
entire time map. Yes, we do. I mean, I can. The issue with starting it is it lags the server out slightly.
Yeah.
So we'd have to get everyone on Among Us for 2 days.
Yeah, for at least
Yeah.
2
Yeah,
days.
a marathon.
I also actually want to do some like proper cinema 4D renders of like some of the towns on here, but
None of them are finished to a point where it would be worth it.
yeah, you can still get the right angle there.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I you know, with my chunky renders, I still seem to make it look all right with the right camera angle.
Then my thing
That's
is
the thing.
nearing the point where it could be, but not yet.
I think maybe even some of MS Build's stuff would probably benefit
Oh, yeah.
from being ready for that.
I'd also like to render my castle a bit as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, just say what you want. Just save it as schematics and we can get it out.
Ooh, okay. I don't really mess with schematics too much. But,
How do you do it then?
do what?
Get it from Cinema, well, from Minecraft into Cinema 4D.
I just use worlds, mine waves.
Oh, so you would need the whole world, would you? Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, if I could get the whole world, I know it's a big folder, but yeah, at request I could render everyone's builds and stuff.
Yeah, I mean that would probably be a great thing to do once we're a bit further into it.
I need to practice as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. See if you can
Rendering
take.
as well.
Can you not take schematics and put them in there? I swear you probably can.
Yeah, you can use schematics. I just don't really use them much.
No.
As in,
fair
I
enough.
don't really know how to use them.
No, they are useful little
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schematics
So
in general are just really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when I do my AutoCAD at work, you make blocks of stuff so you can copy it across drawings easier and you can actually do stuff. It's the same
yeah.
thing here with schematics. It pretty much is exactly the same thing. So whoever designed World Edit clearly used AutoCAD.
At one of my internships, someone used a lot of blocks and they didn't set them up right.
Yeah, God.
And that was an absolute, or they only set it up in a way where they understood how to edit them.
Yep.
I could not change them for the life of me.
So we get that a lot of work, where someone's taken one of our blocks and then absolutely ruined it, and they sent the drawing back to us and gone, "Oh, your blocks aren't working." We looked at it and gone, "Well, you've done this." They're like, "Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing with it." So it's just like, man, all you had to do was type a name into it.
The amount of stupid I had to deal with other companies that are supposedly like these professional companies. I'm like
Just-
this 17-year-old kid just messing with CAD. I'm like,
Yeah,
come on, guys.
just
Not that
don't.
hard.
I could tell you some stories about people who are meant to be professionals, who you literally look at the work they've done, and there's aircraft, there's literally like, imagine an airport building and it's got chairs and seats hanging outside of the 3D model because someone hasn't been bothered to go and look at it properly.
Oh
They
dear.
think
This is
it's
a
strange.
project that's meant to be working on for 2 years, and it's all like, oh yeah, so you've just left these benches just here.
Or if it's like a functional model where you can actually move stuff, they forget to constrain.
Yeah, what are you up to tonight? So tonight I'm just building the rest of the roads around here so we can start getting the school and other buildings in. Possibly tomorrow, possibly later this week, not sure yet. But we are just sort of just having a little chat about everything and anything. Welcome to the evening's show. What's that? Oh, Zeological is off. Good night. Thank you for popping by. It has been fun. Lovely stuff, like. Right, what am I doing? I don't really know. Why is that
Someone
like
know how
that?
to efficiently move cats.
What?
With a cattle prod?
Oh dear.
Oh.
Not quite what I was looking for, but sure. Can you get castle prods in Minecraft?
Oh, I don't know, but that's not what I was expecting to find in there. Right. No, but I think cattle prod should be a thing that they invent for the game.
The next combat update adds
Cattle prods and crowbars.
and crowbar.
Please no. I know someone's gonna set one up outside of my thing and try and bring it down.
Screwdrivers.
What, a cattle prod? Not a catapult.
Oh. What are you talking about? I've never heard of that.
Castle
So-
prod. It's like a stick with electric
Oh.
at the end.
Yeah, it's literally just an
Oh.
electric stick.
It's a taser,
Hmm.
basically.
No, imagine it as an enchanted stick. It's what the debug stick would be in real life.
Debug this cow. Oh, this cow's
Get
in the wrong
stuff to work.
position. 1 second.
What's this? The first episode of the podcast? Is this what it's going to be like? Most likely.
Talking about cattle
I mean-
prods.
Cattle
It's
prods
good-
and CAD problems.
Good
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, you
cattle.
can make a
Interesting
third YouTube
podcast.
channel.
Yeah, make a third YouTube channel to go along with the fourth one that I need to make
Yeah.
as well.
I
I've
need to
already-
make another ship.
I thought you were going to say you need to make another YouTube channel. Cats with cattle
I
prods.
mean-
Yeah, I'm a dog person.
I've had too many bad experiences with cats to like them.
I
Like,
them.
why does everyone have bad experiences with cats?
Because
Like,
cats are mean.
I've
Yeah.
never had a bad experience with a cat. Literally
Yeah, I
never.
think it kind of depends.
And I've
cat
probably
you live
been
with-
around more cats than you guys. I don't know, it's weird.
I
I'd
live
listen to
next
this.
door to a cat, and every time I walked to the school bus, it attacked me.
What?
Well,
So every
that's
day
not
was like a very fun combat
like a-
with the cat.
bad cat then, isn't it?
Sounds like a you problem
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's
It's
an
like-
issue.
It became the
probably
cat's
about-
problem when it started getting punted.
What?
90% of the people that live on my road have a cat. I don't think a single person has a dog on my
Really?
road. Yeah. Well,
I live next to
Yeah.
a ton.
I
and
would say,
then
well, yeah.
we have 2 cats as well, so it's like, I don't know.
I mean, we got 2 dogs, and they're nice. Big lab and a small little whippet. But they both hate cats completely. Like you see one when we're all walking out. He sits there on the same sort of spot every day, and my dogs just can't handle it. They literally go mental, and we don't know why. We just don't know why, and it's just like, okay, calm down. This big old Labrador parking at this poor little cat.
Oh, you know what I'm really tempted to do?
Build a cattle prod.
That and build a train that's horribly proportioned and just paste it somewhere in Kartz's town.
Alright, well the best way to get feedback is to ask in the Discord I found. Yes, it depends on what your problem is and whether it's a constant daily moan from AWBC Builds about his videos. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you can ask for advice, but we'll talk about you behind your back in our secret builders channel. We'll
Which we
talk about
definitely
how-
don't have.
how much
We
hate
don't have
everyone.
that channel. That channel doesn't exist.
No,
Oh yeah, sorry, of course.
Carter.
What?
Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong person. Sorry.
Oh,
So
I
you
can't
just get
recognize voices.
Yeah,
What it does is
it's all just one voice.
on, and then all the loot will float to the top.
I don't know what's going on in our Discord. I think we'll leave that Discord for tonight
Yeah.
to look at.
Just ignore it.
excuse me. What's going on?
I don't know, but apparently us mods are meant to ignore it.
There's,
Where? What channel?
All
Off
the
topic,
channels.
and there's a
Off
lot of
topic.
fun stuff happening in off topic.
In the past
That
2
actually
hours,
stopped.
there's been I'm guessing over 1,000 messages.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And a few really long, and like basically an essay.
Yeah, like people just go back and forth sharing like paragraphs.
You know
Very
when it gets,
interesting to
that's when it gets
read.
pretty hot as well. That's like proper in-depth brain meeting brain. Yeah, it's a bit too in-depth. Not really what our Discord's for.
Not
If it was-
sure I'm a fan of Camisard saying read Marx and Lenin.
Yeah.
I might remove that message.
What message?
Remove him?
He said basically read Marx and Lenin.
I mean,
If it's gone,
no.
I'll claim I never saw it.
Yeah, nobody
we,
saw it.
We're turning a
It's
blind
all-
eye
It never
to it.
existed.
Yeah.
how did we all move into general?
Oh,
Yeah, we're
we
in
were already in
general
general.
now.
How do you leap between channels that quickly? Like basically, if an admin ever says to you move to this channel mid conversation, it's because the admin's bored of stalking that chat and basically just wants you to shut up. Because I'm very aware that if I ask someone to move the channel that their discussion is in, it tends to completely destroy the discussion.
Yeah, as opposed
Yeah.
to
So,
fuel it.
I can use that to my advantage.
Well, I may or may not have done that. The very beginning of the off-topic discussion that happened today.
And you tried
It
to-
started in general, and I may have asked them to move.
My cat hates other cats. We can't do anything. Oh no, that was a shame. Cats are very territorial, I find.
Well, yeah. I mean, my cat, both my cats were quite kind of like pretend hateful, but also like really liked the cat next door.
Right.
And then the cat next door very mysteriously died at quite a young age.
Ooh.
Oh no.
So, not really sure what happened with that. My cat's been
Hmm.
looking kind of shady ever since. So,
I
don't
didn't
know
know
if that-
cats killed other cats. That's a bit.
no, I'm only kidding. I think it was hit by a car or something.
Oh okay.
Uh,
I have 4
Still.
cats at my dad's house, and they're all very friendly. Yeah, no, I think cats are just very hit and miss, but it's the same with dogs, really.
Yeah.
Animals are
What?
animals.
No, all of dogs are perfect.
No.
poodles and chihuahuas.
No,
No.
no.
I'm a dog lover, and I know for a fact there are some mean boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not good boys. Not everyone's a
I'd
good
That
boy.
was
happily have a
two-
dog as well. Like, I don't hate dogs. I just prefer cats.
Yeah.
It's always the smaller dogs.
yeah.
Always the smaller
They got-
dogs
they
that are
got-
mean.
I don't
Yeah, I
like
don't
small
like small dogs. If
Yeah.
I was to get a dog, it would be a big dog. And this is one of my problems
Yeah.
with dogs. Is so many of the small ones, like chihuahuas and stuff,
Mm.
they're just
Yeah.
so helpless.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know that if I was to get a dog, I want to know that it would be able to actually like survive somewhat without me,
Yeah.
as opposed to just leeching off of me, living off me like a little parasite.
Like a pug or something. Ugh.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
I'd
pugs.
just-
Pugs
There's
have
such a
more
fast-
issues besides their size.
I know they can barely
Yeah,
There's
breathe.
such a fascination, and they're just not great.
they're ugly.
Um,
I'm sorry, they're just
What's
so
this? I
ugly.
joined the Discord.
Yeah.
And I'm amazed at your Share the Builds channel. Yes, we have some absolutely incredible stuff in there. It's beautiful.
So
I'm so jealous most of the time. It's ridiculous. I sit here and go, yep, I can't build. And yeah, so it's great. There's such an array of people sharing stuff in there. So never feel like you can't share in that channel, because you know it's really really helpful for everyone just to keep sharing.
Yeah, and if you ever need advice, we do have the building advice channel. Well, basically, the majority of our builders are quite active on the Discord, so yeah, it means that you know, if anyone needs help, we've got very talented builders on hand, I suppose.
Yes, exactly that.
Depending on who you get,
We'll
they'll
plug
be either.
the WPC Discord.
If
Some
you get
builders
me, I'll be
are-
unhelpful, annoying. If you get Goose, he'll probably be somewhat helpful.
I try.
I just say no to a lot of things and then leave.
Yeah,
Do you like this? No.
No.
not really.
yeah, that's probably how it will go.
Well, yeah, I mean, the big thing for building advice is if you're
You
going to
have to be
ask
open
for
to it.
our resources, know what you want from us, right? Don't just
Yeah.
ask, is this
Yes.
good?
Yeah, that's what
Like-
I hate.
Yeah.
What
we all
do you
have
want
different
to
ideas
improve?
of what's good.
Yeah,
Good
good's
is
very
very
subjective.
subjective.
Yes.
We may say good if we like you, but that's only because
Yeah.
we like you. Otherwise, we'll probably just not respond to it, or just say, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very much that. Just yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
ever just
depending
get
on
like a
if
yeah
you
or a
get-
thumbs up, it's not looking good for you.
Oh, I would love to
Like,
hear what
even
your
a
puns
great-
about naming chickens are, Lurky. Oh, sorry, Dweebs. Yeah.
Ooh,
I forgot we were streaming still.
Puns about naming chickens.
what stream?
What's
Keep
stream?
it
The
stream.
one
Chicken
that's got
name.
like,
Where's the stream?
yeah, I want to know what these chicken name puns are.
Rafen, can you get in the call? That'd be nice. I
Dude.
want to hear these.
No, he's not the one telling the chicken pun names.
Oh, who is it? Who is it?
It's Lurky.
Lurky.
in the chat,
Is
in the
Lurky
chat.
in the Discord?
No, in the chat.
Yeah, I know, but
You're not watching the stream.
I am. I'm kind of half watching it. I've got it
Yeah.
on my other monitor.
So I'll read them out once they come through.
All right, good.
Just in. Hey, I'm really
Just
happy
in.
with this road layout tonight. I've actually been doing it like completely on autopilot.
That's good. I like it when I build like that. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not much thinking, just kind of gets it done. Ends up
Exactly.
being fairly nice. You know.
Yeah. It's relaxing.
Planned
Actually.
out a
It's what
house,
I've needed.
decided to make a garden.
Yep.
It's good times.
Yeah, I think you were saying like 10 minutes into the stream, like you haven't wasted too much time on terraforming yet and road planning.
Are all these streams just forever going to be terraformed? I
Yeah.
don't actually like build any.
No. Well, I do actually. I did build one thing once.
Oh
When-
really?
I've built
Yeah,
the
there was,
vicarage
like-
in
Oh
the
yeah,
church.
the Buckland villas too.
Oh yeah, Buckland
Did
Villas.
those.
Did those both on stream. In one stream, I did one of them.
So cool.
You get some builds, but this is the whole thing about Minecraft building. There's much more planning involved than actually building.
Yeah.
At least if you want to build it
Well,
right.
Depends
Yeah.
on how you build. I'm
Yes.
more of a, do it as it goes. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think I'm more that person as well.
I am that person, but I'm more of I know an overall plan for what I want. It's just a case of getting to it requires a lot of working and through problems on the job sort of thing.
Yes.
Engineering
Yeah.
as you go, yeah.
Yeah, I make it up as I plan, and then once I have the made-up plan, I just go with it.
Yeah, I start with like one thing, and in this case, it was the big tower, and then
Yeah.
kind of just go from there.
Portmore Church is going to be moved.
Ooh. So what's this? We got
Very temporary.
Heresy.
Cluckatoa. Oh wow. Cluxicles.
What?
Cluckfulu.
Oh.
I mean, these are interesting
What?
names for chickens. I mean, I have 16 chickens, 14 chickens. But I don't
You
think
have
they're
chickens?
named. Yeah, we've got chickens
You
and
have
horses.
chickens
Oh.
and horses.
And
Yeah.
horses. Very nice.
I mean, I live in the forest, so makes sense.
Oh, you did. I'd
Well-
love to live in a forest.
Close enough to the forest.
I'd love to live near a forest at least. I mean,
Yeah.
you got the Peak District like an hour's drive away maybe.
Oh,
That's
mine's
quite
like a
nice.
10-minute walk to the New Forest. Not even that. I mean,
Problem with all our forests is they're very unforesty.
yeah. I mean, ours are big open plains of heathland, but also lots of trees as well, in little clumps, enclosures and that.
Ours are just like small trees filled with buckthorn.
Oh,
No really big trees. Yeah,
Now
We've
we
some
got-
kind of have a
decent
problem
ones,
in the U.S.
yeah. We got a lot of like enclosures that were once used. Well, they still are used for supplying wood. So in the 18th century, I think it was, or even earlier as well. What happened was the government went, right, we need to build more ships. You there, you have forests, you've got good wood. Now plant these
Good
trees.
wood.
Good wood. and so it began, and these enclosures happened, and they still have to be used as wood because they're still growing.
Hey.
Yeah, I had a
Attila the hen. Oh my lord.
Oh no!
but- Ooh, yeah, good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
I had a thought the other day about like making a sawmill
hold this.
in this area, but
Yeah, that's a
I
good
really
idea.
want to. Like not a part of the town, but like a little farther away.
Well-
That may be like some super far away things.
Walk on the ground. Walk on the ground.
Oh my! Oh. this sword made you go brr. Oh, you can't even walk. Oh my god.
Gave you a speed item.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm not gonna throw it at you because I don't want to ruin the stream. But
Oh,
Oh no. So we found who was causing the lag.
yeah.
yeah.
That's. Oh,
that's what it says on the can.
oh.
Um,
Marco Polo. Oh god. Wizard Gizzard. Yep. Clock Norris.
Wizard Gizzard.
Brewster Lee.
Clucky Chan.
Clucky Chan. Honeycomb.
Hey,
Gibble-
goose.
Giblets. Majee. Yep. And Angus.
Dweebs!
I'll TP you back. There we go.
Why do you do that? How does that work?
I also have duck
town
names. Oh, perfect.
is beautiful. Really is. Love it.
I don't understand.
Don't worry. Just
No,
don't
Carter, he's already gone. Go
I
abuse
want to see
Carter
the
now.
town.
Oh, okay, fine.
But yeah, would you guys be up for like an Among Us stream at some point then?
Yeah, but I do have a note on that. Goose has photo evidence of him hacking.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
that
I saw
picture.
that.
Yeah, in the memes. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, yeah, we just came out of a game and I was like, oh, the entire screen's black. I wonder what everyone else sees as I'm running around the map. Turns out, it just looked like I was hacking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't believe you.
Hey, Carter, you should stand there. Stand somewhere. Stand still. This
Why?
potion gives you like massive
Can,
speed.
can you at least
Stay there.
get the game rule? Keep inventory before you do that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you don't lose your
Good.
inventory.
Oh, I missed. Sorry.
Nice shot.
Oh, I killed myself as well.
Oh, pollo. Oh yeah, sorry, it's the Spanish word for chicken. Right.
Here, I'll see you back.
We'll probably go for another. Oh, what is it? 11. I probably want to go to bed soon. So let's just finish this road up.
Imagine
No.
sleeping.
Imagine sleeping.
I know. Sorry, I do have to sleep because once the caffeine wears off, it is quite a hard crash. I have to sleep for a few hours before I have my next one, or else my heart don't work. So yeah, what a mess.
Goose, how?
I also need to find out who gave me all this money.
What?
How
Who
did
gives
you
you
build this so fast
take it.
with the
The
angles?
mountains
Yeah.
or the town?
Town.
I'm coming
Oh.
over.
Who's
Mountains are good, but the town is great.
which town is this you're talking about?
The one you're not allowed to go to.
Oh, your one. Okay.
Yes.
The town.
I haven't been there yet.
Yep. Been
Oh
trying
yeah,
to keep
no,
it
it's good.
secret.
It's very good.
Dweebs,
And then
what are you
dweebs.
doing?
What am I doing?
Where is he?
Here, listen for the parrot, and then you'll find him.
Yeah, you sound somewhat concerned. Like,
Where is he?
Oh my god,
Who
yeah.
am I with in here?
This is. Oh my god, this is like great.
Oh, have you seen these duck names in chat now as well?
duck me.
Dr. Quackers.
But yeah, so getting the angles was actually pretty good. It's like I just
Duck
kind
around.
of
Who's
laid out a
carpet
general
bombing?
path. No, go away
Carter's carpet bombing the town.
with the potion.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
Slowness.
like it.
nothing better than a good
Then
carpet
Dweebs,
bomb.
if you want to see real speed, to the left of the castle is like an entirely new mountain range that I made in 3 hours earlier
Oof.
today.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. I'll check that.
And here I am building a road for 3 hours.
If wait,
Sometimes I find I just get stuff done. Other times, no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
That's-
planning involved sometimes with stuff, and then there's manual labour and other stuff. It's good.
Yeah,
that's if you're
Laying out
picking
the plan.
particularly horrible.
Heinrich Henler.
Heinrich and-
Hmm. That's a groaner, that one.
Oh,
Oh wow, these mountains.
Goose, after the stream, do you want to do some Among Us?
Yeah.
'Cause they're up and going again, so.
Oh, these
Oh.
mountains. Nice.
Or
Of
did
course
it
they are.
crash? Carter's
can't-
just gonna carpet bomb the mountains too.
I can't believe how big it's grown, that game. It's been out for years.
Yeah.
It's
Me and
it-
Carter are. Yeah, Dweebs, you're in that server too. The survival,
Which-
safe survival.
Yeah,
where
Dweeb,
you're doing,
join
like,
us.
nightly Among Us.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's probably a bit laggy for me, but I also need
Sometimes,
to buy it on my.
Yeah, I need to buy it
sometimes
as
you
well.
do play European.
Yeah, everyone just play European to cater just for me because I'm special like that.
Oh right, is that what would happen if we did it on stream? Yeah, we can get you all to play European.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I just thought
Yeah.
that would be interesting.
I mean, you guys managed to play a server with minimal lag.
Yeah.
Cries in low ping.
Carter just
Look at-
bullied
look-
Publix off the server.
What did you
What
do
happened
to him?
Publix?
Yeah, Carter.
He was
What
just
do you-
throwing all the potions onto him.
Oh no,
Ah.
we're gonna get
Wait,
pinged with something.
Which type? Wait.
Not the ones
Uh,
that killed.
Okay, good.
Triple
I was
master.
gonna say how
Triple
how
master.
did you get hold of that? I seem to remember not giving it to one of you.
Oh, the first thing I would do if I was given that is put it in a chest somewhere as an Easter egg.
Dr.
Yes,
Eggenstein. Oh, there we go.
I've got all that sort of stuff in my. I've also got like an Ender Dragon spawn egg, a Wither spawn egg, and stuff. I'm not gonna spawn them though,
How
because
did you get those? Oh yeah, you're an op. Yeah.
actually a friend came on the server like quite a while ago. I think before it was whitelisted even.
Oh right.
And
Who's
to me,
lagged the server out?
Yeah, I just got that too.
Yeah, my Portmore isn't loading. There is just
okay.
Portmore's disappeared. There's no Portmore.
Carter's the one with low ping.
Yeah. What?
Carter's
Cleebs, who
done
was
it.
this?
Uh,
Oh, it's
Jamie,
Portmore.
actually. A friend from school. But yeah, he said basically he was on a different creative server, and a hacker basically just like dumped a bunch of those items, and then he saved them using the like hotbar thing, the saved hotbar thing, in the creative menu, which I've never actually used.
No,
but
I've never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
So you
now
now
I've got
have them.
those things. Yeah,
Nice. Not nice. Worries.
worries. I won't.
I mean, I trust you with them. Winces at the fort, but yeah. Right, but yeah, I reckon we should have a proper team build at some point as well.
Yeah, we should all work on like a. I know we've got like community towns, but we should work on a proper like thing.
Yeah, like
Would
we
it be
all
like a town or?
Yeah, we start a town or
like
a big.
project.
I know. We do like a sort of UN building or something. You know, like of course.
Oh
not-
yeah, like a foreign
but,
affairs building.
Yeah, but like something where all the towns would discuss treaties and stuff.
Yeah, like a
Like it's on
like
stream. Everyone's building on stream.
yeah,
All of like the what's it called? Like the vessel states.
yeah,
whatever
exactly.
discuss
It's
those things.
like
The South.
I think what it would be is, have you seen the Foreign Office, the Commonwealth building in London?
Yes.
Well, let me get it on stream. We can have a look. Yeah, this has been quite a weird stream tonight in the way it's worked, because I've really enjoyed chatting here, but obviously we neglect the chat a little bit. That's Southampton.
Have you
That's
done like a VC with the other builders before? Or?
no, this is the
I'm
first time.
assuming. Is it in London?
London.
Makes sense. London.
There it is. So we could build this, all of this, in
Wait, what's
Whiteberg.
it called?
This I can't remember what this bit's called. This Whitehall is pretty much called. This what's it's known as. So I've already built. This is the one I built the other day. Well, 5 years ago, but also upgraded the other day. The old War Office. It's the one at the end of the video.
Oh, yeah.
But what we could do is build this, which is a beautiful Italianate building. Built in 1850, 55. Look at that! Look at that bow. And this could be our project. We build this together, and this whole sort of complex of buildings in Whiteberg to start off Whiteberg.
And it could also count as one of your milestones because those just kind of passed.
I know.
Still
You
waiting
could
for
do
the
a
2K
10,000.
special.
I was gonna say, yeah, 10k special. We'll build the entirety of Horse Guards Parade up through 10 Downing Street and this.
The real question is, when is the 2K special museum coming out?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh god, no one. Still, only a very select few know the history of the Gherkin.
Yeah,
Oh.
That may have to be kind of covered if you were to do a museum.
Yeah, you
Or-
gotta do
or
a documentary.
yeah, documentary series on that. I'm still debating what to do for the last episode of Let's Build Walhampton. I think I'm going to do like a showcase afterwards where I just ride around on a horse. But I don't know if that would capture anyone's attention because children.
Well, you
Children.
could do what you got to do is like a cinematic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It wouldn't be just
yeah.
me first person riding around for an hour. That would not work. It'd be like a nice cinematic with sort of cuts and
With some like deep symphonic music and
Yeah, like the
Everything
sort
else.
of no, like a Wild West feel.
Oh. Oh wow.
No.
I
What do you
would have
need,
said
Carter?
crown-like because Wubbix,
Oh yeah,
ask him for Courbet.mp4. It's beautiful.
I saw it in the chat, and yeah,
Oh wait,
Oh,
what
yeah,
was
so-
it like his plan or?
no, it's that sort of that scene where he runs into the doorway.
It's a opening from the crown.
Yeah,
Oh.
I haven't actually
Also,
Oh yeah.
dude, what is this? Explain.
It's gonna go into a tunnel. Yes.
Now, what is it? A death trap?
Sounds good.
yeah, that sounds fine. Yeah,
As
so
of
maybe
right
maybe
now,
something like
it
the
is
crown
where I
then.
get rid of enemies of the state.
So yeah, Portmore's going to be very different after today, at least.
Good. I'm glad you're
Wait,
still.
what are you
cracking
working
with
on?
it.
Oh, you'll see. I mean, if you go there now, it already looks like super different. There's a bunch of flying spaceships that appear to
you-
be houses.
Are you
Um,
working on the town or the? Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see.
basically just stripping everything out, and I'm going to be re-terraforming a lot.
Yeah, no,
Oh, wow.
come on, Raven, next time. I think that'd be nice. Nice to get everyone back in this. I think this is a good way of doing it. You know,
Yeah.
every so often, get a nice little voice chat going. Gives everyone something to look at. Well, listen to.
With the boys. The boys.
The boys.
Me and
But-
the boys playing.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I
You're
can't.
done?
I need to. I've hurt my foot out running, and I can't spend too long sitting in a chair with it.
Running.
I run like
Running.
3 times a week, 4 miles at a time.
You,
How'd
That's
you
pretty good.
How do you think I lost 3.5 stone this lockdown? It's been
I'm-
pretty good.
I actually, I need to gain weight. I'm,
Oh.
I'm just so slim and
I
feeble.
wish I had that problem.
I'm like, problem is I just don't eat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm with Dweebs.
Yeah, me too.
It's a problem
Really?
on both
Yeah.
ends. Like,
Oh,
I
okay.
find that people. It's to the point where I personally can't do a lot of activity. Otherwise, I just feel. I just get so exhausted so fast.
I think you need to eat more
Because,
food.
Yeah.
And like,
It's the thing that runs in the family with that.
Somewhat healthy, which is a bit of a problem.
The sass in that running was palpable. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just skinny is a problem too.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
Yep.
be. I wouldn't be skinny. This is my ideal weight. I couldn't possibly. I looked in the mirror the other day and went, I can see my rib cage. I don't like that.
Oh.
And I'm, I've gone from being quite a big boy to being able to see my rib cage. It's a bit like, ooh, okay, that'd be scary. So yeah, there is an issue between the two, but I think I found a comfortable spot.
Hmm.
I think it's whatever you like how you feel healthy. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
matters.
Oh, I'm 10 times healthier, if not 100 times healthier than I was this time 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But that's
I feel like-
because, yeah,
I mean, I'm still like a healthy weight. I'm just at the very slimmest of a healthy weight. You know?
yeah. No, that's fair enough. It is. It's all a bit hard to judge, isn't it? It's what each person's body can handle. But
Yeah.
mine was. It wasn't as bad as it used to be, but it was bad. And now I'm fine. I'm still on the sort of not healthy level either. I'm like on the top end of the healthy weight, I think. But yes. Oh man, I love painting roads with brushes.
Oh yeah.
I just when you've got things laid out, like when you're terraforming,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you've got to that point where you can just like paint the rest with brushes,
Oh.
and it's just painting. It's just so
Yeah,
nice.
it is. That's what I'm doing now. We'll have to go back through and tidy up the edges, but this is Bob Ross moment here. Real question: are your thighs the size of most of your friends' arms? Because that's my life. Yeah, I would say my thighs are runners'
I've-
thighs, or my calves at least.
Well, it's like there's that thing where there's like can you like wrap your index finger and your middle finger around your wrist or something? I don't know when it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like a healthy
Your
weight,
middle
yeah.
finger and your thumb.
Yeah, middle finger and thumb.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can do that,
very
but
easily.
I've got a mix of both extremely skinny wrists and very long and
Oh right.
like hands. So it's
Yeah, I've got to get used
That
to the amount of
perfectly
space.
describes it, Dweebs.
I
Yeah.
have super long fingers as well.
My fingers are really short. Like, I have
I've
really
got
small
long
hands.
toes. Like my toes are about the length of my pinky finger. It's like
What?
Oh my god.
I got like that. I'm basically
A
basically
monkey.
what's that guy? Excellent.